Welcome to this broadcast of Sports on Central Illinois Sports on YouTube. This game brought to you by the First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Real Net and Twine, Bowler's Universe, Pike County Express, Pike County Concrete and LSSD Trucking, the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield, Pike County Lumber Company, Abney Home Improvement, Pike Feeds, Geared Up Custom Apparel, Refreshment Services Pepsi in County Market in Pittsfield, Tim Waters Concrete. Also brought to you by John Petty & Sons Construction, Great Rivers Bank, Lanham Chiropractic, Logan Ag, Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, Illini Community Hospital, Crash Queen, PCRE Incorporated and Auction Service, also Damon Plumbing, and B&R Heating and Air Conditioning, State Farm Insurance Agent Rod Prentice, Cascom, the City of Pittsfield, Carnes Communication, Pressures on You in Camp Point, the Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene, Dear Wester Grain, Derek Harris, your Edward Jones representative, Nucci's and the Bird Coffee House, Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, Niebuhr Funeral Home, Best Systems Builders, Little Jess Motors in Quincy. Also by Matt Hughes, your channel seedsman, FBFM Jesse Shootman, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, Hamilton Funeral Home, Helena Ag and Brian Obert, Jersey Bar and Grill, Williams Auto Sales, The Rustic Market, Griffin Signs in Time, TJ's Trucking Service, and Brian Dickhoot Trucking in Camp Point. Now let's go to the broadcast of Central Illinois Sports.
And good evening to you, and welcome to high school football action on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you're with us tonight from Glen C. Smithfield in Pittsfield as the Pittsfield Sockies play host to the Athens Warriors. Good evening to you. I'm Charlie Hull. Thomas is alongside tonight. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports as the 3-3 Sockies play host to the 5-1 Warriors and head coach Ryan Knox. It should be a good nice evening for football. This Athens squad comes in on quite the roll, having won 4 in a row. They have 5 wins, so they're playoff eligible, and their one loss on the season was by a single touchdown to a team named Williamsville. So this is a very, very good squad for Coach Ryan Knox, and they are really looking to make some noise as they finish up regular season play with some tough games still on the schedule, including when they play at Murrah Forsyth next week, and then they finish out the season with North Mac in week number 9. This Athens squad looks to be playoff eligible in Class 1A this year, as they're right on that 1A to a borderline bubble, and it looks like they will be a 1A team if projections hold true to what they are at this point in time, and they will be a very, very tough out in Class 1A. We'll talk more about the matchup between the Sockies and the Athens Warriors on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports right after this.
Had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up. If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutoSalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales.
We welcome you back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, and Liberty. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve the entire area with high-quality banking services close to home. Learn more about their services by visiting greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Athens is 5-1 on this season. They beat New Berlin in their season opener, 47-22, lost in week 2 to Williamsville, 28-21, and have reeled off 4 wins in a row. A 41-7 win over Pleasant Plains, a 47-12 win against Porta, an 86-51 win at Riverton in a high-scoring game, and then a 62-17 win over Auburn last week. So the Warriors have put up some points on the season, 304 to be exact, while giving up 137 points on the defensive side. For the Sakis, they're 3-3. They lost the season opener at Pleasant Plains, 30-14. Defeated Riverton 31-21, beat Auburn 31-24. Were defeated by Maroa Forsyth 70-0 and by North Mac 48-2 before beating New Berlin last week 29-0. The Sakis are home tonight against the Athens squad. They go on the road to Petersburg Porta next week before finishing up the regular season in week 9 at home against Williamsville. On the other side of things, Athens, following the game this evening, will be at Maroa Forsyth next week and then home against North Mac in week 9, and what will be 2 tough matchups for Ryan Knox's Warriors. But they're a team that doesn't back down from anybody. They're currently the smallest team enrollment-wise in the conference. They have 1.5 students less than the Sakis do. Both teams, if they were to be playoff eligible, would be most likely in Class 1A this year, as they're projecting the cutoff to be right around 320, so they would be in the upper part of that Class 1A, but still they're in the smallest class in the state of Illinois, as they do go through 8 classes of football. Elsewhere in the Sangamo Conference this evening, Auburn is home against North Mac. Maroa Forsyth is playing host to Petersburg Porta. New Berlin goes to Riverton, and Williamsville is at home against Pleasant Plains. North Mac will be at Auburn. We're about 20 minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's contest between the Sakis and the Athens Warriors. Glad you've joined us this evening on Central Illinois Sports. Back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service is the best local choice. Phone 217-285-2856. They offer all types of HVAC services on all units. B&R can also service commercial refrigeration units, freezers, coolers. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service. If you're not, they make you cool. Right now as we head to winter, get your heating units checked out. 285-2856. B&R Heating and Cooling in Pittsfield. It's time for the fall banquet for Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It'll be held in Jacksonville on the 17th of October at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we want you to be a table host. It'll be held at Water's Edge Winery in Jacksonville. Featured speaker will be Dan Mears, Kansas City Chiefs mascot, the KC Wolf. He's got a great message for you, and we want you to be there. Tables of 6 or 8 for table hosts are ready now. Go to westernilfca.org for more information. Hope to see you at the banquet on the 17th of October at 4 o'clock at Water's Edge Winery in Jacksonville for Western Illinois FCA.
We welcome you back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we're getting set for tonight's matchup between the Sockies and the Athens Warriors. Elsewhere in the state of Illinois, there's quite a few teams growing in the 8-man side of things for high school football. Looks like about 30 teams or so in action tonight throughout the state of Illinois, and a couple of them close to where we are. Bushnell Prairie City, it will be at South Fork Kincaid. Scioto West Prairie is playing host to Champaign St. Thomas More. Pawnee is at Edwardsville Metro East Lutheran in the 8-man football, but something that's definitely growing, and as some numbers have dwindled for some of the smaller schools, you're seeing them go to 8-man, which is why you're seeing the Class 1A enrollment go a little bit higher on the cutoff, and that's why you'll see an Athens in Class 1A still this year, even though they have 316 students. In the Central State 8 this evening, Decatur Eisenhower is at Normal University. Chatham Glenwood is playing host to Rochester. Springfield High at Jacksonville in what should be the best matchup of the night. Springfield Southeast is playing host to Lanphier, and Sacred Heart Griffin is on the road at Decatur MacArthur. In the WIVC this evening, in the last game of conference play before they had the 2 final weeks of crossover play between the North and the South, Beardstown is at Camp Point Central. Triopia beat Route last night soundly 41-0, and Minden Unity is playing host to a banged-up Brown County Hornet squad. In the South, Pleasant Hill Western is at Greenfield Northwestern. Calhoun will play host to North Green tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, and West Central is on the road at Carrollton. That's what's going on around the state of Illinois and around our area in the Central Illinois sports geographic area here. A sparse crowd on hand so far tonight at Glenn C. Smith Field on what's going to be a beautiful evening for football, so still plenty of time if you are within driving distance to come on out and watch the contest between the Sockies and the Warriors. A timeout on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for the Pittsfield Sockies coming up next.
Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Back with you on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Applying for a loan, it's never been easier than it is right now with the online loan application. Through our friends at Great Rivers Bank, learn more about the online loan app and all the services Great Rivers Bank has to offer by visiting greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Sockies are 3-3 on the season, 3 wins being the most they've had since the 2013-2014 season, so a number of years since they have been able to garner at least 3 wins on the year, and still with this game and 2 more following, looking to add some more on the left side of the column for their record on the win side of things. And a tough matchup here against this Athens squad, no doubt about it. They run the wing tee extremely well and have really put up some impressive numbers. And if the Sockies are not able to wrap up this evening, they will have a long night of football as Athens can really move the ball in a hurry, and they've got very good breakaway speed when they get on the outside. Taking a look at the starting lineup for the Sockies squad tonight, brought to you by Illini Express. Illini Express is here to serve you Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with walk-in medical care when you need it. Find them on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Well, up front for the Sockies at center is a sophomore Tracer Mao, on the 6 foot, 230-pound sophomore. At left guard, Jaron White. He's a freshman, 6'2", 240 pounds. Nathan Gunder starts at left tackle. He's a 6 foot, 260-pound senior. The right guard is Mason Davis, the 5'10", 175-pound senior. And the right tackle is Caden Hittner, 5'10", 230 pounds and a senior. At the wideout spots this evening, J.J. Petty, the 5'10", 150-pound senior. Mason Farrago, he's 5'5", 150 pounds and a senior. Bobby Stout, the 6'2", 190-pound senior. And Ethan Palmer, the 5'11", 180-pound senior. Laney Elliott lines up in the backfield at the running back spot. He's a 5'10", 185-pound junior. And Weston McAllister is the quarterback for the Sockies. He's 6'2", 160 pounds. That's a look at the starting lineup for the Sockies squad. A break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll take a look at the keys to the game coming up next.
Your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of the time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. For all your investment needs, call Derek Harris at 217-222-7173 or stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Back with you on the Great River Spank pregame show at Glen C. Smithfield. It appears the Saki band getting ready to play our national anthem, so we'll have a quick break here before we take a look at our keys to the game. The band is under the direction of Justin Bangert, always doing a good job, and they'll have our national anthem for the fans here at Glen C. Smithfield. Keys to the game coming up next.
For all those hard-working diesel engines in combines, tractors, and trucks, Logan Ag recommends PowerMax Premium Diesel Fuel. Logan Ag PowerMax Diesel is packed with multifunctional additives which help clean the fuel system, extend filter life, add lubricity, and restore horsepower. You might even notice reduced fuel consumption. You get it all in Logan PowerMax Premium Diesel. Logan Ag, serving agriculture since 1962. Press Yours on You would like to thank everyone in our community for your support in the past 15 years. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space with spirit wear for Unity Mustangs, Liberty Eagles, Brown County Hornets, and our hometown Central Panthers. Businesses, let us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. We are excited to now offer lasered hat patches. With limitations on attendance to local sporting events, we are excited to help bring you this game. Press Yours on You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois. Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices.
Taking a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by Waters Concrete. Tim Waters offers quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is ready to serve you. Call 309-252-1052. That's 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Well, for the Sakis, it's pretty simple. On the defensive side, you've got to wrap up and play your tendencies well. And with this wing T, really try to decipher who has the ball in a hurry. Don't get caught biting down too hard on the fullback, that you let a wingback get outside, and never think that the ball's going to stay on the ground, because Athens is willing to put the ball in the air as well as rushing it. But there's no doubt about it. They're very, very good at the ground game. Ja'Kylan Shanklin already has over 1,000 yards on the season with 3 games left. He's looking to put up some big numbers here in his senior season, the 6-foot, 165-pound senior for this Athens Warriors squad. For the Sakis, I would say if you take a look at the scores for this Athens team, they gave up 22 points to New Berlin and 51 to Riverton. Those are two teams who pass it fairly frequently on the offensive side, so you'd think maybe you could have an opportunity to move the ball in the air a little bit, and that would help balance some things out for Lane Elliott then to be able to have some running room on the ground. So I would say the Sakis might go a little more pass-heavy early and see if they can't then balance it out with the run game as it continues to go on. Another big key for Pittsfield, obviously, is taking care of the ball. The more times you give this high-powered juggernaut that is the Athens offense the football with an opportunity to score, the more times they are going to score. Also see putting up 86 points in a game against Riverton, which is almost unheard of in the high school game, college game, NFL game. It's basically unheard of at any level of football. 86 is a lot. You won't see very many basketball teams put up that many points this winter. Those are the keys to the game. Here on Central Illinois Sports, a final break here. We'll get set for the kickoff. The Sockies and the Athens Warriors on Central Illinois Sports.
National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC. With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, you can work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's the new beginning. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investments, member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Well, the captains, the coaches, and the officials are getting ready to conduct the coin flip at midfield here at Glenn C. Smith Field in preparation for tonight's contest between the Pittsfield Sockies and the Athens Warriors. It's brought to you in part by Trash Queen, serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan counties with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. They offer 10-yard, 15-yard, and 20-yard roll-off containers. Call 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320 for Trash Queen. The Sockies are in the home red uniforms, black numbers, white trim. Athens in the visiting white uniforms with the green numbers, black trim, and black pants here tonight. The official will tell us that the Sockies won the toss and they will choose to receive to start this contest. So Pittsfield will have the kickoff return team on the field first and see if they can't get some positive momentum early in this contest against a very talented Athens Warriors squad. The Socky freshmen won at Athens last night, 30-14, in a very wet affair. And congratulations to them on that. The JV team will be back in action at Athens on Monday night at 6 o'clock. So that's how this conference was supposed to work when originally set up and full, was you would play a freshman game, a varsity game, and a JV game against the same opponent, so everybody was preparing for the same look that entire week. But with the lower numbers in some of the programs, and we've seen it in the Pittsfield program for several years in a row before this one, it just didn't work out like it was originally planned. And then as you add a team like Morel Forsyth, who's a little farther away, and then next year adding Stanford Olympia into the conference as North Mac will exit. You'll probably see that JV and freshman schedule will be a little harder to fill with just conference foes. Athens is going to kick off, as we told you, and we'll kick it off by telling you about Bowlers Universe, open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. They offer many menu items, burgers and fries, specialty pizzas, a whole wall full of craft beers free to choose from. Check it out at Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. Thomas Hull is alongside. I'm Charlie Hull, and this is Central Illinois Sports. Thanks to all the sponsors for helping to bring this game to you this evening. We're enjoying the high school football season, and here in week 7 at game time, we're at about 74 degrees. So it's still rather warm for this time of the year, although it will cool off as that sun continues to fall. But you won't see a game time temperature or any time during the game. The temperature fall probably much lower than about 65. So not too much to complain about here in the 7th week of the Illinois high school football season. They were putting a little more air in one of the footballs as it was a little bit deflated. Tom Brady possibly stopped by. Looks like Tommy Westervelt will kick it off. He's the 5'10", 230-pound senior for this Athens squad. The Sakis have Ballinger back deep at around his own 5-yard line. Also, we see Farrago and Petty in the next line for Pittsfield. Always have to be wary of the onside kick against this Athens squad, as Ryan Knox and his coaching staff not afraid to be aggressive and take some chances to try to get the ball in their possession early. Here's the kick by Westervelt. It's a line drive kick. Ballinger's going to come up and take it on the run across the 20, 25, 30. Burst of speed at the 35, and he's dragged down near the 37-yard line. And that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10 at their own 37 with 11:54 to play in the game's opening quarter. So a nice return by Marco Ballinger. They're going to call it even the 38, and we will as well. And here comes the Saki offense. They are led by junior quarterback Weston McAllister. They'll give it a little zoom, will you, Tom? Just a hair, possibly. A little more. A little more. Hey, there we go. McAllister's in the gun, 2 wide to either side. The referee on the far side, man, he's not really sure what to do with his hands, it doesn't look like. And now they blow it live, and McAllister's back to pass, has a little time, sets his feet, throws downfield, finds Petty. Petty will rush forward across the 50 into Athens territory to the 48, and that's a pickup on the play of enough for a first down. It's a 14-yard pass and a 1st and 10 for the Sakis at the Athens 48-yard line. So a nice little pitch and catch action for the Sakis, and their first down of the evening comes via the pass. They get the ball set. We appreciate these officials being here tonight. We had thought at one point this game could have to be moved to Saturday due to a lack of officials, but they were able to get this crew just in the nick of time. 2 wide to either side again for Pittsfield. Elliott moves to the left of the quarterback, Weston McAllister. Athens shows blitz, and they bring it. They'll give the ball off to Elliott, trying to get the corner. He'll turn it upfield, run over a man inside the 45, down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play, and this will bring up a 2nd down and 5. Nice job to finish the run there by the junior running back, Laney Elliott. Sakis with some good positive yardage here on their first drive of this affair. 11:05 and counting in the opening quarter. No score here in the early going with the Sakis and the Athens Warriors. Now a single receiver wide to the right, 2 men to the left. McAllister in the shotgun. He'll hand the ball off to Elliott. Has a good hole, trying to get outside. Gets a block, breaks another tackle. Still on his feet inside the 35. Down near the 26-yard line, caught the 27, and that'll be another Saki first down. A 16-yard run by Lane Elliott, and a 1st and 10 to the Athens 27-yard line. So already the 2nd first down of the evening for Pittsfield, 1 via the pass, 1 via the run. Now 2 wide to either side again. McAllister in the gun. Back to pass he goes, rolling to his right, sets his feet, throws downfield, looking down for his intended receiver and Bobby Stout, too high, incomplete. That'll stop the clock at the 10:35 mark of this first quarter and bring up a 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down, 10 yards to go for Pittsfield. here in the game's opening quarter in Athens territory at the 27. Still a little dark on this sideline. I don't know that all the lights are working here at Glen C. Smith Field, which could use some little TLC. They'll put a man in motion, and then Petty also went in motion, so the Sakis will get a 5-yard penalty now, their first penalty of the night, and bring up a 2nd down and 15. Farrago was going in motion left to right, and J.J. Petty then took off from his wide receiver spot, and not everybody was on the same page that time. So a bugaboo that cost the Sakis 5 yards, moves them back to the, they're going to call it the 31-yard line, and brings up a 2nd and 15. McAllister again in the shotgun. Does put Farrago in motion, fakes it to him on the end around, hands it off to Elliott, who fumbles the ball, falls back on it near the 31-yard line, so no loss, no gain on that play, and it'll bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. And so the drive that was moving right along for the Sakis has stalled here, and a 3rd and long situation. Now you don't have to pick up all 15 yards here if you're Pittsfield, but you do want to try to get 10 or so to set up that 4th down play. McAllister back to pass. Has some time, throws downfield. It's a little high, but it is caught over near the 22-yard line. I believe that's J.J. Petty. Well, you can't get, they're going to mark him down at the 24. Wow. Gain of 7 on the play. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 8. They spotted him where he ended up back to, not where his forward progress was. Sakis are going to attempt a long field goal now from the left hash. The tee will be set at the 31-yard line, so this is a 41-yard field goal attempt at the 9:18 mark of the first quarter. Petty's got the leg. Can he get the accuracy here? The holder is Jeremiah Jackson. The snap is botched. Petty now will try to pick it up, and he's going to get hammered on the play, and he will lose back all the way to the 43-yard line, so you've got to give J.J. Petty a loss of 19 yards on that play, and it'll set the Warriors up in good field position near midfield. So the snap went through the hands of Jackson. Petty tried to pick it up, but there was just too much heat on him already, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Sakis at the 9:04 mark of the first quarter. Athens will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Ouch. So here comes Will Gordon and the offense for Athens in the wing T formation. Gordon will be under center. Shanklin is the fullback. Now the Sakis jump off sides. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and make it 1st and 5. From the 45 now. It's a mystery kind of how when you're that close to the ball, you jump off sides. Think you'd be able just to watch that ball, and if it moves, you move, and if it doesn't, you doesn't. Huh? 9:04 to play in the first. I know it's you don't. For all you grammar Nazis out there. They're going to pitch it outside to Shanklin, looking for running room right side down the sideline, has the 1st down and more. He's still on his feet, finally drug out of bounds in Saki territory near the 38-yard line. So a pickup on the play of 17 yards and a 1st and 10 to the Saki 38 for Athens. 8:57 to play in the first. So Shanklin, who we told you coming into the night was already over 1,000 yards on the season on the rushing side, picks up a nice gain on his first touch of the night. 1st and 10 from the Saki 38. He's the fullback, but they ran a sweep to him that time. Under center, they'll run a little reverse play back to the right-hand side. Ball carrier is Cameron Begard, and Begard has a big gain. Down inside the Saki 20 to the 18-yard line. A gain of 20 on the play by Begard, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. So right down the field goes Athens. A couple of 1st downs on a couple of carries. 8:45 and counting in this first quarter. No score in the early going, but Athens on the move deep in Saki territory at the 18-yard line. They'll come out with a single receiver out wide to the right-hand side, and Brian Lindsay. The quarterback, Gordon, is under center. A little longer snap count, takes the snap, hands it off to Shanklin, left side, met with the resistance, but keeps his legs moving. He'll take it down near the 10-yard line before he's drugged down. Call it the 9. That's a gain of 9 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 1 at the 9, and now a man down and appears to be slow to get up, and I believe that is Shanklin, the fullback. So he gained 9, and now he's a little slow to get up, and we'll have to see what they're dealing with here. The trainers will be out to look at him. We'll pause for a break. 8:06 to play in the first. No score in the early part of this contest on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you searching for some meaning in life? Are you searching for a loving place to be accepted? If so, we would love for you to join us to take the next step in your life's journey together with us at Pittsfield Church of the Nazarene. Here at PCN, we're a group of real people looking to build real relationships as we journey together to experience real encounters with God. Join us online or in person at 227 West Washington in Pittsfield, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m., online on our Facebook page or YouTube channel.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
When you're ready to make your dream kitchen and bathroom a reality, find inspiration at Pikeland Lumber in Pittsfield. It starts with a 3D design so you can see every angle and every custom detail. Traditional style or the newest trends. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle. Your custom kitchen and bathroom will have the features that you need. A large versatile island for work or entertaining. Quartz countertops. Quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Well, that is a good sign if you are an Athens fan, as Shanklin is able to get up under his own power and walk off the field. And they'll continue to evaluate him on the sideline, but the way that he was down for quite a while there, it looked like it might be something more severe, but good to see him. He was walking with a noticeable limp. I wonder if he maybe just caught a helmet to the knee, which hurts. It's 2nd and 2 for Athens from the Saki 9-yard line here. So running fullback now, I believe that's Corey Craig. They'll give the ball off to Craig on the right side. He tries to bounce it back out now as he's met with resistance near the 6. So it'll be enough for a first down for Athens. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. I know they got a gain on the play. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. So pick up a 3. And the third first down of the night for Athens. And 1st and goal from the Saki 6-yard line at the 7:41 mark of the first. So Corey Craig running fullback. He's a 5'9", 195-pound sophomore for Athens. The quarterback Gordon under center. He is back to pass, rolling out to his left, now looking for some running room. Throws into the end zone. It is in and out of the hands of the intended receiver that time, and Connor Brazil. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line on the incomplete pass. Brazil was running open, but could not bring it in. Clock stops with 7:20 to play in the opening quarter. The Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They've been serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Warriors. Gordon under center. Now they get an early start, and that'll move them back 5 yards on a false start. The first penalty of the night for Athens. And it'll be 2nd and goal now back to the Saki 11-yard line. That wing tee, when it really is cooking well, you kind of are able to cheat the snap count a little bit if you're the offensive team, and so it looks like everybody gets a little early start. That time, though, it was pretty obvious. The left tackle and the right guard both moved quite a bit earlier than anyone else on the field. So 2nd and goal from the 11. Gordon is under center. He'll hand the ball off to the fullback, Craig. Craig looking for running room. He'll take it inside the 10. Down near the 9-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play, where it now brings up a 3rd and goal. So the Sakis were going to attempt a 41-yard field goal on their first drive of the night. A botched snap gave Athens the ball at the Saki the Athens 41-yard line. They've taken it down now to the Saki 9, where it's 3rd and goal, trying to punch it in here. Gordon again under center in the wing tee. A single receiver out wide to the right-hand side. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the second back, Looking for running room is the ball carrier Camden Austin. He's taken down near the 3. A gain of 6, and it's 4th and goal now at the 3. So 4th down, goal to go from the 3-yard line for Athens with 6:13 and counting in the opening quarter. Saki defense looking for a stop here, and Zach Ferguson senses this being a big play early in this contest. He'll call a timeout. 6:05 to play in the first. 4th and goal for Athens from the Saki 3 when we come back.
Pike Feeds is a locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feeds in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
Back with you on Central Illinois Sports. The Sakis call the timeout as their opponent, the Athens Warriors, had the ball. 4th down and goal to go from the 3. Trying to punch it in here. Your Athens, you look at a penalty in this little set of plays that knocked you back outside the 10-yard line, or you would have already scored with the yardage that you've gained. And we'll see what Ryan Knox and his staff want to go with here on 4th and goal. We have not seen the starting fullback in Jakayan Shanklin back out there since he left the game with an apparent leg injury, so hopefully he's able to get that taken care of on the sideline. Under center is the quarterback, Gordon. He will take the snap, hand it off left side to the fullback. He is taken down, but he's in for the touchdown. Got in by a half a yard. Did Corey Craig. And the Sakis thought they had stopped him, but he got in by a half a yard, and Craig puts the Warriors on the board at the 5:55 mark of the first quarter to make the score 6-0. It was close, but the referee on this side said that he had gained enough to get it in. And now the Warriors will attempt the extra point kick. The kicker here appears to be Andrew Edwards, the 6'2", 200-pound senior. And the holder is the quarterback, Will Gordon. 6-0 Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard. 5:55 to play in the opening quarter. And the extra point attempt by Edwards. The hold is down, the kick is up. The kick looks to be partially blocked, and it is no good. 5 minutes, 55 seconds to play in the first. 6-0 Athens on top on Central Illinois Sports.
Anthem Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
So the Warriors strike first on a 3-yard run by Corey Craig, and they lead the Sakis 6-0 after the extra point attempt was no good. Tommy Westervelt has his hand in the air like he just don't care, ready to kick this one off for Athens. He will put his boot into this one, a ball that's headed toward the sideline, and it will go out of bounds near the 31. And if it is at the 31, I think the Sakis will get a 5-yard gain from there out to the 36-yard line is where they should place it, where they will start with the football back on the offensive side, 1st and 10. They had a good drive going, a penalty on a false start, and then a botched snap on the field goal attempt kind of messed everything up. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Sakis. They'll put the ball right at the 35. I could have sworn if you kicked it out shy of the 30, you get 5 yards from there, but they'll say not tonight. So 5:55 to play in the first. The ball is at the 35. McAllister will hand the ball off. No, he keeps it himself. Good read by the quarterback, McAllister. He'll be upended near the 41-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play for the Saki junior, and it brings up a 2nd down and 4. McAllister is one of those quarterbacks that's not afraid to run at you, and he kind of likes to lower his shoulder a little bit to try to finish off the run. Now they'll bring Nate Anderson in to play fullback, and the Sakis will be in the I. Single man wide to either side here. On a 2nd and 4 from the 41. They'll hand it off to Anderson. Breaks the initial tackle. Streaking down the middle of the field. 40, 35-30 in Athens territory. 25-20. And it'll be dragged down to the 18-yard line. Anderson with a burst of speed up the gut. Takes the ball for a gain of 41 yards. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Sakis from the 8th and 18. So Anderson with a nice burst of speed coming in there from the fullback. Broke one tackle and was out into the open. They'll call it at the 19-yard line, so we will as well. 1st and 10, 5:09 and counting in the first. McAllister puts a man in motion left to right. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Yelliott. Yelliott met with some resistance near the line of scrimmage, but bowls his way forward down to the 18. Looks like 18-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 from the 18. So 2nd down and 9 yards to go here for Pittsfield. As Athens did a nice job stifling that play. Now the Sakis try the hard count. They don't draw the Warriors offside. Still plenty of time on the play clock with 15 seconds left as McAllister looks to the sideline, barks out a new signal. 2 receivers wide to either side. Elliott stands to his left in the gun. They put Farrago in motion left to right. Little high snap, tried to get the handoff. It actually bounced off the back. McAllister gets it, spins his way down, and he's close to the 10-yard line, just shy of the 1st down, a gain of 8, and this will bring up a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1 from the 10-yard line for the Sakis here as Weston McAllister again made chicken salad out of grapes and goldfish. 4 minutes to play in the first. It's an old saying. Maybe you haven't ever heard it, Tom, but it's an old saying. McAllister under center now, the I formation. He will, not get the snap, and that'll be bad news for the Sakis. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, and so instead of a 3rd and less than a yard, Thomas, it's 3rd and 6, and this is what we saw in that last drive as well. So 3rd and 6 now as everybody moved but the center that time. And there could be a little dew on the field that would make things a little slicker. 4-down territory for Pittsfield. They took Anderson out now. Kind of surprised. I thought maybe they'd try to run that I still here, even though on it this 3rd and 6. 3:47 and counting in the first quarter. 6-0 Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And now we have a timeout going to be called by the Sakis as the play clock was dwindling down to the final few seconds. We'll pause as well. 3:41 to play in the first. Athens on top 6-0. Back after this.
This is Cammie and Joe. They are the sales force for Cascom Business and Residential Services. You may see them in your community, offering deals and services from Cascom. At Cascom, we understand your concerns about potential scams. Our courteous and professional sales team will always present identification when visiting with you. If for any reason you have questions or concerns, please contact us at 1-800-252-1799.
Thanks, and we'll be...
Prairie Land FS is locally owned and operated. We proudly serve our neighbors like you with 24-hour service to ensure the comfort of you and your family. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
3 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the game's opening quarter. Pittsfield has the ball, 3rd down and 6 yards to go from the Athens 15-yard line following the Saki timeout. 2 receivers split to the left, 2 to the right-hand side in Stout and Palmer. Now they'll put Farrago in motion. Back to pass is the man McAllister. He's got Farrago near the goal line. Is he in? No, he's down at the 1. But the Sakis will have it first and goal from the 1, but now they have somebody down and hurt in the backfield. And it's one of their linemen, which is a spot the Sakis are not extremely deep in. And who is it, Tom? I cannot tell. The pickup on the play was a 14-yard gain. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. And for the second time tonight, we have an injury timeout. 3:35 to play in the first. Pittsfield will have it first and goal at the Athens 1 when we come back.
Hi, I'm Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs. And we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
Sakis with it first and goal from the Athens 1. They'll keep it on the quarterback keeper. McAllister stretches out. He is in for the score. 3:21 to play. Check that, 3:27 to play in the first. And the Sakis have tied it up on a 1-yard run by the quarterback, Weston McAllister. They'll have Petty in for the extra point attempt. The injured player was the senior tackle, Caden Hittner. So they went with Cordell McKee, the freshman tackle, to go in the game. And he came out a minute ago. Now he's back in. He says, I'm on the extra point, too. They said, yeah, Hittner plays everything. The Sakis are not deep on the line. Petty will try to give Pittsfield the lead. 3:27 to play in the first. The hold is down. The kick is up. The kick looks to be long enough, but it is wide right. No good, and we stay tied at 6. 3:27 to play in the first. Pittsfield and Athens tied at 6 on Central Illinois Sports.
Job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring. You may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can help. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
3:27 to play in the first. Pittsfield and Athens are tied at 6 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Trash Queen 320-4320 for all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs. It's Trash Queen. So Pittsfield will kick off now for the first time on the evening. A drive that started at their own 35-yard line. 6 plays to score that, and it took just under 2 minutes. So a good quick drive by the Sakis. And the game is tied at 6. Petty has it teed up for Pittsfield. And we see back deep Zach Laird, I believe. And I'm trying to catch the number on the other man. The Sakis will kick it deep toward the back on the right side. And this is Shanklin, who's back out there, and he's running well. In fact, he's going to go for a score if the Sakis don't catch him right here, and he's gone. Shanklin is back in, and he is running loose. And he takes it all the way back on a 90-yard return for a touchdown at the 3:12 mark of the first. So Shanklin was out with a knee injury. He did not play the last series, but he came back in and looked like he's running all right now, and it makes it 13-6. Check that, 12-6 Warriors with 3:12 to play in the first. He took the ball 90 yards in 5 seconds of game time. That's pretty quick. And now the Warriors will go for 2 to try to make up for that extra point that they missed on the last attempt. The quarterback, Gordon, will be under center. Shanklin is in at fullback. They will pitch it to him on the right side. Gordon actually trying to lead around the end, and he'll get a nice block for him out there, and the 2-point try is good. 14-6. Athens gets the advantage right back in the blink of an eye. 3:12 to play in the first on Central Illinois Sports.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first. It is 14-6 now. Athens on top. The Sakis tied it up for a moment, but just like that, Shanklin takes it 90 yards and gives the Warriors the advantage once again. And good to see Shanklin back out there. You never like to see a young person get injured in a high school game, whether they're on your team, somebody else's team, whoever you're playing, somebody maybe you're playing the next week. You always want to see everybody healthy. If you're going to beat somebody, you want to beat them at their best, right? And Shanklin is definitely one of the best in this conference at the running back spot, and he showed he's a pretty good returner right there as well. Tommy Westervelt has it teed up, ready to go here for Athens. And he will kick it high, not extremely deep. Bounger will take it. He's at the 20, 25, makes a man miss there, and he kind of stutter steps just shy of the 30 down to the 29, and that's where the Sakis will start 1st and 10 at their own 29, but a flag does fly in late here, and we'll have to see what this is about. Referee comes over to tell us the personal foul against Athens, a face mask, so instead of the 19-yard line, Tom, they'll take it all the way out to the 44, correct? 15 yards from the 29 would be the 44.
I think that math lines up.
I think it does as well.
Don't call us mathematicians.
And so much improved field position if you are Pittsfield, thanks to that 15-yard penalty by Athens. What, their second penalty of the night, Thomas?
Their third.
Third, all right. So it's the nose of the football is resting nearly on the 45-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Sakis with 3:05 to play in the first from the 44-yard line. McAllister puts Stout in motion right to left. He is going to pitch it outside, looking for Elliott. He comes back to the middle of the field now, has a good gain inside Athens territory, across the 50, down to the 47-yard line. A pickup on the play of about 9 yards, and this will bring up a 2nd and 1. The Sakis have had some success moving the ball against this Warriors defensive outfit. 2:40 and counting to the first, 2nd and a long yard to go here from the Athens 47. 2 receivers wide right, 2 to the left-hand side. Elliott is the single back. He stands to the left of the quarterback, McAllister, 7 yards deep. Now the Sakis change the play call with 10 seconds left on the play clock. McAllister with the snap. It's a little high. He'll hand the ball off to Elliott, puts his foot on the ground, makes a man miss, has good downfield blocking. He'll be taken down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line, a pickup of 13 yards, and another Saki first down. Saki's quickly back to the line again, trying to keep on moving here. 1st and 10 for Pittsfield. Their 4th of the evening on the first down side of things. And into Athens territory a little farther. Now they'll have the ball in the hands of the quarterback, McAllister. Another good read. He's got enough for another first down as he takes it to the 20. A gain of 14 on a nice read by the quarterback, McAllister, and another Saki first down. And now Athens says, we need the timeout. We'll pause as well. 1:53 to play in the first. 14-6, Athens on top. Saki's on the move when we come back.
PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
1:53 to play in the first. Athens calls the timeout as Pittsfield has the ball 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 20-yard line here. See what adjustments are made during the game, right? That's when you know who has the better staffs who can make those adjustments on the fly. Now they've made a good adjustment. They'll stop the Sakis for a loss on the running side here. Elliott was the ball carrier, and he's taken down back near the 23-yard line by Tommy Westerville. A loss of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13 from the 23-yard line for the Sakis, with 1 minute, 32 seconds and counting in the first. Pittsfield tied the game up with about 3:25 to play in the first quarter, and Athens then ran the kickoff back. Saki's on the move here, but a 2nd and long. McAllister is back to pass, looking across the middle. Dangerous throw. And it'll be an incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 1:15 to play in the first and brings up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 13. So 4-down territory, but Pittsfield showed earlier they're not afraid to let Petty try to kick. Although there was a botched snap and then he missed an extra point, so you may be a little less juiced up about that at this point. Let's see what they can pick up on this 3rd down play. McAllister going to try the quick hitter, trying to get it to Palmer. Palmer looking for some space. He'll work downfield down near the 11-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th and 1 from the 11-yard line. So 4th and about a yard here, but there is a penalty flag. And why is the clock running if they're talking about the penalty flag? 49.6 seconds to play in the first. Everybody wants to yell at the clock guy, but the white hat never signaled to stop the clock, and you're not supposed to stop it unless he tells you to. And in the area this is here, you would think it would be a face mask or a horse collar, but we'll wait and see. This is a crew that is kind of pieced together, really, as they were short officials, so it's a couple of guys from a crew and a couple from another. And the signal's still waiting to come here. They are talking to Athens, though, so this is going to be against the Sakis. And what is the call? It's right where the man was taken down near the 11-yard line. And the referee, hopefully sometime before Christmas, will give us a signal here. He's at the 20, 23. Make a signal. We have no idea what was called. We still don't. Referee will tell us that it was a, what? A hold. A hold against the Sakis, so that'll move the ball back to the 22-yard line. They started the last play at the 23, so they actually gain a yard, and it brings up a 3rd down and 11 from the 22. All right. They get the clock set as well, and they now wind it with just over a minute to play in the first quarter. They were holding at the end of the run. Interesting. Interesting place to have a hold. 10 seconds on the play clock here. Saki's got to go. Now McAllister looks up and sees that it's at 5 seconds. They may have to call a timeout here. Now they're back to pass. Goes McAllister. All kinds of pressure trying to set up that screen again. Elliott looking for running room and not much there. He's taken down near the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And it'll be a 4th down and 7 from the 18. I don't believe you'll see another play run in this quarter, as they'll get the ball set with about 25 seconds left on the game clock. And the Sakis do bring the kicking team out. Petty has the tee set back at the 24-yard line. And I don't think for Pittsfield there's any reason to kick this ball before the quarter ends, and they won't. They're going to let the time click off the clock. And at the end of one quarter, it's the Athens Warriors 14, the Pittsfield Sakis 6 Back with second quarter action on Central Illinois Sports after this.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Where do you go before the game, during the game, or after the game? It's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point. They invite you to stop by after the game tonight. They'll have a limited menu of food for 30 minutes after the game. Join them on Mondays 4 to 11, kitchen open till 9. Closed Tuesdays. Wednesdays they feature smoked meat. Try the wings, the best around. For a cold drink and great food, it's Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point on the south side of the track. Stop by before the game, during the game, or after the game at Jersey's in Camp Point.
Well, we're ready to start the second quarter. It's a 14-6 Athens Warriors advantage over the Pittsfield Sakis on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Sakis will have the ball 4th and 7 from the Athens 18-yard line. And let's see what they want to do here. They have the kicking team out to end the quarter, and it looks like they'll have the kicking team out now. Petty will put the kicking tee down at the 25-yard line, so this will be a 35-yard attempt. And let's see what, if they can't get a good snap this time. A good snap and a good hold. That's been a problem so far tonight. So it is a 35-yard field goal attempt by J.J. Petty to try to make it 14-9. Farrah goes the long snapper. The holder is Jackson. It's a low snap. The kick is up, but is well short. No good, as they just have not been on the same page. The snap and the hold and the kick have not been together, and that will give Athens the ball now, leading 14-6 with 11:55 to play in the second quarter from the, should be their own 18-yard line. Lit at the 20, all right. So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 20. Moose Lodge 420, hey, check them out each Friday for their Friday meals. There's new specials each week. The food's hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Athens trying to put that foot a little heavier on the gas now, up by a score. And with the ball back in their possession at their own 20. Will Gordon is under center. He is going to hand it off on the end around left side. That's Camden Austin on the run. He breaks a tackle, stretches out near the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9 on the play to bring up a 2nd and 1 at the 29. So close to that first down on the first play of this drive for Athens. Just underway in the second quarter. Warriors in the wing tee. A single receiver to the left-hand side is Brian Lindsay. The senior quarterback, Will Gordon, under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off end around this side this time. That's going to be Cameron Begard. He'll turn it upfield for a nice gain out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. It's easier to second-guess things when it doesn't work, Thomas, on like that field goal, for example. But if I'm the Sakis 4th and 7 play, I'm having a very hard time not going for that play there.
At some point, I think they're going to have to take a chance tonight.
Yeah. Well, and you miss it then, so you come away with no points. And then Athens with a couple good plays in their drive. They'll hand it off to the fullback, Shanklin. Shanklin will fall forward out near the 43-yard line, a gain of 4, brings up a 2nd down and 6. It's the first time he's carried the ball since coming back into the game following that leg injury that he suffered early in this contest. And it's a 3-headed monster, as are most wing tee offenses. And then Gordon, he's a kid that looks like he can scoot a little bit as well. Not a very tall young man, 5'10". That kind of helps hide the ball even a little bit more. Now he's back to pass, setting up the screen pass on the left side. The Sakis have it sniffed out nicely as Lane Elliott went out with the running back Shanklin. It's an incomplete pass and brings up a 3rd and 6. That was a really nice play by Elliott to recognize what was going on. He knows that, hey, that running back, he's back there to block, and if he releases, he's up to something.
I think that might help by being the running back on your own team.
This help you maybe read that a little bit. So it's 3rd and 6 here now for Athens. Clock stopped at the incomplete pass at the 10:17 mark of the second quarter. They've got a receiver tight to the right this side. Gordon will pitch it outside to Shanklin, trying to get the corner, turns it upfield, has the first down. Now he breaks back outside, hurdles a man, is down inside Saki territory, shy of the 40 at the 41. So a nice gain on 3rd and 6, gains 15 yards, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors in Saki territory now at the 41-yard line. Shanklin picks up the 5th first down of the night for the Warriors. Just over 10 minutes to play in the first half. Athens a touchdown and a 2-point lead in this game and trying to extend on that advantage. Gordon again is under center. He will hand it off. Coming back to the left-hand side, that's Austin. Austin is still on his feet out near the chains. And we'll see where the spot is. Looks like he's down near the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 9 on the play as Devon Salter knocked him out of bounds at the 32. A gain of 9, 2nd and 1. So 2nd and a yard for the Warriors. And it's tough, this wing tee. A lot of people say, oh, you can't play that in the bigger levels. Yeah, you can. You can execute. You can run it anywhere you want. They'll hand the ball off coming around the right side now in the hands of Cameron Begard. Cameron Begard makes a man miss. There's a penalty flag down. Now the ball comes loose at the last moment, but a couple penalty flags here, and this is in the area of a hold. Back near the 29-yard line is where the flag is setting. This official will confer with the referee on the Saki sideline to make sure they saw the same thing before they give us a signal. 9:40 to play in the half. And what is going to be the call? They still haven't signaled. They are now going to tell us it's a hold against the Warriors. So that'll move the ball back, and instead of a 2nd and short, it'll be back to the 38-yard line. So it's a loss of about 6 yards as it was downfield. So it's a 2nd and 7 now from the 38. So 2nd and 7 from the Saki 38-yard line. Clock winds here. I would think with 9:40 to play in the half, but it is not moving now. Single receiver to the right-hand side. Gordon is under center. He'll hand the ball off, a little reverse. Now the ball fumbled in the backfield. Austin trying to find his footing. He's taken down. That's Begard, Begard, they tried to run the reverse, and he's taken down back near the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the play by Begard, and it'll make a 3rd down and 11 from the 42-yard line. As Begard, lucky that ball bounced right back up into his hands. So a 3rd and 11 to go here with 9:13 and counting in the second quarter. You would think this would be, we're very close to 4-down territory. I guess it would depend on what Athens was able to pick up on this play if they'd go for a 4th, like a 4th and 3. I would think they would. They'd just rather pick up the first down here, right? Gordon is going to go back to pass, rolling out to his left, scanning the field now. Now he's got some pressure. He breaks away from a man, though. Now he's out on the run. He's still on his feet, trying for more yardage, and is taken down near the 35-yard line. Ball comes loose, but they'll say he was down. Good coverage downfield by the Sakis, down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 7. This will bring up a 4th and 4. So a 4th and 4 from the 35-yard line of the Sakis, and I would think you'll see the Athens squad go for it here. Man, they had him in the backfield, but unable to drag him down as Gordon proved to be a little more elusive than Pittsfield thought that time. I think that was Stout back there pressuring him, and he was right on it.
With as many men as Pittsfield had in the backfield there, I think you're looking for a little bit more than that.
And then he was able to get downfield and was really one broken tackle away from picking up the yardage needed for the first down. 8 minutes, 19 seconds to play in the first. A 14-6 Athens advantage and a key 4th and 4 at the Saki 35 here. Gordon's under center, and now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout taken by Athens. 8 minutes, 7 seconds to play in the half. 14-6, Warriors on top. Back after this.
Hard work,
dedication, integrity. The same way a great athlete demands these things for themselves, so is the Little Jess team for over 50 years. We strive daily to meet our community's automotive needs, whether it's buying a new or pre-owned purchase, finding the right part to get the job done, or getting you back on the road when something goes wrong. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
.807 to play in the second quarter. And it's 4th and 4 for Athens from the Saki 35-yard line. And Ryan Knox and his staff, they called the timeout to talk about what they wanted to go with on this key play, 4th and 4. And a big opportunity if you're Pittsfield to try to get a stop here and keep the Warriors off the board. A lot of options here if you're Athens on what you want to try to run, and really their offense is built for plays just like this, or just a shorter yardage situation. Gordon's under center. Tries the hard count, takes the snap, hands it off to Shanklin. Ooh, they missed him in the backfield. He's going to have enough for a first down. They had a man there, but a reach out trying to arm tackle him rather than putting your mask in the numbers is going to result in a first down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 7, needed 4, and a first and 10 as this drive stays alive to the Saki 28-yard line. And now Athens quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Gordon is under center. He will hand it off again to Shanklin. He'll be drugged down near the 25-yard line. A quick hitter, a gain of 3. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 25. As the Warriors trying to have a little more up-tempo style here. 7 minutes, 35 seconds, and that clock ticking down in the second quarter. The Warriors have had the ball pop out near the end of a couple of runs here. So they've got to try to take good care of it. You don't want to turn it over deep into your opponent's territory like this. Gordon under center. He will hand the ball off to the left-hand side. That is Austin. Austin looking for running room. Bumped it outside, and now he's hit out of bounds. It looks like he gained enough for the first down as he is taken down near the 16-yard line. A gain on the play of 9, and that'll be enough for a first down. Caught the 17-yard line, all right. And a first and 10 for the Warriors. So a drive that started back at their own 20 at the 11:55 mark. There's 7:11 to play in the second, and they're working the ball now in Saki territory at the 17. Gordon under center. Takes the snap, hands it to Shanklin, running left. Keeps his shoulders square, is going to take it near the 10-yard line. Nice pickup on first down. Just shy of the 10, so a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. Back to the line quickly. Gordon under center again. Takes the snap, hands it off on the end around play. Out to the right-hand side, man looking for the end zone, and he is in for the score. Cameron Begard takes the ball in from the 11-yard line with 6:41 to play in the second quarter, and makes the score 20-6 Warriors. So they cap off a nice long drive, an 80-yard drive that took just over 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 14 seconds to be exact. And they punch it in with Begard on the run to the right end to make it 20-6. The Warriors now will set up the go for 2. Gordon is in the shotgun for the first time on the night. He will hand the ball off to Shanklin, running to the right. He's stood up, but still trying to fight for yardage. Still fighting down there, and is going to be well short. So the 2-point try, no good. 6:41 to play in the first half. It's now Athens 20, Pittsfield 6.
Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
For all of your commercial and residential trash pickup needs, call Trash Queen, serving Pike, Scott, and Morgan counties with affordable residential trash service and roll-off dumpsters. We're proud to be locally owned and operated and want to earn your business. Give us a call to find out just how affordable our rates really are. Call Trash Queen at 217-320-4320. That's 217-320-4320. Or check us out on Facebook. Trash Queen, our business is picking up.
6 minutes, 41 seconds to play in the second quarter. 20-6 the lead for Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard now on Central Illinois Sports as Picard took the ball in from 11 yards out. The two-point try was no good. And the Warriors tack on to their lead here to make it a two-score game. Westervelt's got it teed up, ready to kick it off here. He will try the onside attempt, and Athens is going to recover this. You knew it was coming eventually, and they went right after the Sakis there, and they'll take over at the Saki 49-yard line as Pittsfield had been retreating away from the ball on a kick return. Right at him. That'll be at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. And in Saki territory with the ball right back where the Thomas have had the ball all but 5 seconds of the second quarter. Had the Warriors. Ouch. And hey, that was a good, by the way, Tommy Westervelt, kudos to you. That was a heck of an onside there. He kicked it right where he wanted it, how he wanted it, and gave his team the chance to recover it. 1st and 10 from the Saki 49. Will Gordon sets up under center. He is going to hand it off on the left-hand side on the counter play to Austin. Austin looking for running room. He's got some room, has the first down. Inside the Saki 40 to the 38-yard line, a gain of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors, and they'll add another one as those are starting to mount up. Set the ball, and they'll run the clock here with 6:33 to play in the half. 20-6 Athens. And it's just a little demoralizing, Tom, if you just gave up a touchdown and the other team gets it right back. And, man, Athens is just a machine, and they're starting to run downhill a little bit here. Now Shanklin gets a nice gain on first down, taken down near the 31-yard line, a gain of 7. This will bring up a 2nd and 3 from the 31. LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing for all of your trucking and hauling needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSST Trucking and 3D Leasing. 217-285-2808. 2nd and 3 from the 32-yard line now for Athens. Gordon calls the line set, takes the snap. He is back to pass, has some pressure, avoids the rush, looks downfield, throwing deep, has a man behind the defense, but he overthrows him. An incomplete pass as he was trying to throw on the run there was Will Gordon. And the incomplete pass will stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down here. 3rd and 3 from the 32. He had it about 2 yards too far for the intended receiver that time. But he had another man running out there in Connor Brazil, who was open about 6 yards shy of where the ball landed as well. So it had options down there. 3rd and 3. Gordon under center again for Athens. Now they see some motion here. And it is going to be communicated between the officials. Did the Sakis come off sides? Did Athens move first? They converse about it here. And they have taken some time to talk about this stuff. Several times now, and the referee tells us it's offsides against Pittsfield. So a 5-yard penalty, and that'll give Athens a first down. So it'll take it to the 27-yard line, and that'll be a first down picked up via the penalty now to the Saki 27. You'd always like to make them earn it if you can, right?
I think if you're Pittsfield, that one hurts pretty well.
Up to the line quickly here is Athens. Gordon is under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off on the left-hand side. Man's got some running room in Austin. Austin's got the corner, and he's got the score. Austin takes the ball for the score from the 27-yard line and extends the Athens lead out 26-6 on the Trash Queen scoreboard as the Warriors strike again here in the second quarter and now lead by 20. 5:13 to play in the second. In that time, Camden Austin, the 165-pound sophomore, went untouched for the score. And Athens will set up the go for the two-point try now. Gordon is under center. He will take the snap, going to pitch it outside to Shanklin. Shanklin's got the corner, and he has the conversion. 28-6 now, Athens, as they've put up 14 in a row after the Sakis, well, no, even more than that, Tom. That'd be, 22 in a row after the Sakis tied at 6. And with 5:13 to play in the second, it's Athens 28, Pittsfield 6 on Central Illinois Sports.
Retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-fact appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
.5:13 to play in the second quarter. 28-6 the advantage for Athens. And Tommy Westervelt getting ready to kick off here. He's kicked off a number of times tonight. His last one was an onside attempt. And it was recovered by the Warriors, and that's where they got that score there. And now Westervelt will try to kick it again. He'll put his boot deep. And Ballinger will have to go through his hands now. He's going to have to retreat back to the 10-yard line. Now he's looking for some running room, and it's bad news bears here. And he is taken down. Tried to look for running room where there just wasn't a lane. And is going to be marked down at the 8. And the Sakis also have a man down way back out there. Looks like he's cramping possibly. Pittsfield's going to start 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Who's down for the Sakis, Tom? Can you tell?
I thought that was 33, maybe. I don't see a number right now.
Well, he's down and looked like possibly a cramp, but now as the trainers get there, they're kind of taking a look at him and see what's going on. We'll pause for a break. 5:04 to play in the half. 28-6, the advantage for Athens on top of the Sakis. Back after this.
In a world that seems to be out of control, your friends at First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois want you to know that the hope of God's love reaches out to you. God loves you, and He has a purpose for your life. If you'd like to learn more about this, we invite you to join us at 8 a.m. or at 10:30 on Sunday mornings at 225 North Memorial Street in Pittsfield, or online at fccpittsfield.org, our Facebook page, or our YouTube channel. First Christian Church of Pittsfield, Illinois, a safe place to learn and grow.
The Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today. The Rustic Market is a small-town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today.
5:04 to play in the half. It is a 28-6 advantage for Athens on top of Pittsfield. The Sakis man now is to his feet. And I think that is Ethan Palmer, is it not? He is off on his own power and coming to the Saki sideline now. So again, a good sight there. And we see Palmer up on his feet, so they'll have to replace him. 5:04 to play in the second quarter. 28-6 the advantage for Athens. And Pittsfield has a 1st and 10 way back at their own 8-yard line. Not an ideal starting point for a drive. McAllister will be under center. Referee, man, he's trying to pump up the crowd there. Did you see him? McAllister will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Lane Yelly, and there's not much running room there. And his forward progress was stopped near the 3. So he actually lost yardage on the play of about 4 yards. And it's a 2nd and 14 now. And it's not going well for the Sakis in this little spell. They'll now hand the ball off, and the ball carrier, I believe, is Lane Elliott, or is it Anderson? Let's see who gets up off the pile there. That's Anderson on the carry. He'll take it up near the 9, so he gains 5. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. So 3rd and 8 from the 9-yard line with 4:13 and counting in the second quarter. Athens already on top, 28-6. Saki's started in their own territory with the botched kickoff return and now trying to not give it up in a hurry here. McAllister is back to pass, has some time, keeps his eyes downfield. He's going to turn it up and try to run it now. And he'll be taken down, but he looks to have enough for the 1st down. And now a penalty flag comes in late. And what's this about? He's got it out near the 20. Whatever it's going to be is a dead ball foul. So the Sakis are going to have enough for a 1st down. It's an 11-yard pickup on the run by McAllister. But we'll wait and see what the officials tell us this flag is about.
I think we're going to end up with a personal foul here, Charlie.
Yeah, is it 1 or 2, though? That's the key. Is it 1 personal foul or 2 personal fouls? That referee just signaled tripping, actually, and his flag lays back at the 9, so that could be a live ball penalty, which would be bad news for Pittsfield. That would negate the 1st down. Man, they have talked about some plays tonight to decide what happened on the officiating side of things. It hasn't been what I would call the smoothest action. It's a Yep, he's doing the Macarena. Puts his right foot in. It's a hold against Athens, and it's a personal foul against Pittsfield and a personal foul against Athens. It can't be offsetting penalties. You've got to pick up the 1st down. The 2 penalties at the end are dead ball fouls. So Pittsfield should get the ball out at the 20-yard line, and then the 2 personal fouls negate one another. Plus, you had 2 penalties against one team and 1 against the other. 2 is greater than 1. The alligator at that point is chomping towards the 2. Do. So, Thomas, you give McAllister an 11-yard gain, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Sakis from their own 20. That's what we're going to say. 3:56 to play in the second quarter. And not really. Sakis will get a 1st down. That's the key thing here. It's 1st and 10 from their own 20. Just shy of 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. McAllister is in the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to either side. They're waiting for the official to tuck his belt or his flag or something back in. He's laughing. He's having a good time. Now he says, wind him up. McAllister back to pass, looking for the quick hitter. It's nearly picked off. Active hands that time coming across by Zach Laird, the 6'2", 170-pound sophomore, as he knocked it out of the air, and this will bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Clock stops with the incompletion. 3:48 to play in the second quarter. Saki's trying to get something going here toward the end of the first half, in the half on a positive note. McAllister back to pass, looking downfield for Petty, and it's in between his hands and incomplete. That looked to be a catchable ball. Not trying to say it was an easy catch, but it's a catch J.J. Petty can make. And the incomplete pass, again, will stop the clock and bring up a 3rd down and 10 now. Ooh, they had an opportunity there for a big-time play. But as it is, it falls harmlessly to the grass and makes it 3rd and 10. Pretty good ball, though, by McAllister there. You like how he throws it. They'll put Farrago in motion. They'll hand it to him on the jet sweep. He's looking for some running room out there. He gets a little room, trying to bounce free, but went a long way to not gain much. And Farrago will gain 2 on the play. It'll be a 4th and 8. And Athens calls the timeout here. 3:34 to play in the half. 28-6, the advantage for Athens on top of Pittsfield on Central Illinois Sports.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house. Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
3:34 to play in the half. The Sakis will have to punt here deep in their own territory. Need a good punt here. Does Pittsfield. Athens comes after it. They do get a hand on it and block it. And now their man touches the ball. It's a live ball, but it goes out of bounds. It was touched by Camden Austin as he was kind of falling down. And that could have been disastrous for Athens. But it takes a bounce their way, and they'll start 1st and 10 at the Saki 37-yard line. So good field position for the Warriors at the Pittsfield 37 with 3:26 to play in the half. Damon Emmerich is your loan officer at the Great Rivers Bank in Pittsfield, here to help you with auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 285-4404. So the Warriors have put up 22 straight points since the game was tied at 6 points apiece. And they're going to pitch it outside to Shanklin, looking for some running room. He is going to be taken down near the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 from the 31. Shanklin with 9 carries now for a total of 74 yards on the night. Clock ticking, just over 3 to play in the half. Now Gordon's in the shotgun. He is back to pass, looking for a man downfield that is up for grabs, and the man does come down with it. Nice play by that young man, and who's got it? Took a pretty good hit at the end, and I believe, Tom, that is Brian Lindsay, is it not? Nice catch by Lindsay to the 20. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 20-yard line of Pittsfield. Went up to get that one, knowing that he was going to take a shot, and came down with it near the sideline. The quarterback, Gordon, goes to the sideline to bring the play in to the huddle. Come out with a wingback on either side. The fullback, Shanklin, behind him in the backfield, and Lindsay split wide right. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off. They'll run the reverse back to the right-hand side, and Begard is going to actually lose some yardage here, and then there's a penalty flag down at the end of the play. Begard is taken down for a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. But what is the flag about? 2 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the half. And flag was downfield. It's a personal foul against Athens. So the Warriors called for a 15-yarder, and that's their second personal foul in about the last 2 minutes of game time. Something that they'll want to have cleaned up for sure. Especially they got a couple tough weeks coming up. What do we say, Maroa and North Mac? That's no walk in the park. And was it a live? No, it should be a dead ball penalty, so this should be a second down and 26. Should be a second down and 26 yards here with 2:09 and counting of the second quarter. The box still says first down, but it's got to be second down here. And now the referees want to talk about it, and they're going to ask the same thing on what down it should be. It should be second down. You ran a play, you had a dead ball penalty. That means first down had completed. Dead means it was over, as in done, deceased, stopped happening. We'll get together and talk about it, though. And they said, let's bring in somebody else, too. Mike Pereira, not available tonight for the reviews. Evidently, he's getting ready for the game on Fox on Sunday. And the white hat, man, he must have gotten one of those new step trackers, because he is really walking around out there tonight.
He has made his rounds for sure.
Mm-hmm. And it is
gonna be first, I think.
First down. First and 26. And they'll pitch it outside to Shanklin. Shanklin looking for running room. He's tripped up, taken down near the 26-yard line. Gain on the play of 7. That'll bring up a second and about 19 now from the 26. Quick to the line with 1:44 to play in the half. They'll hand the ball off on the end around. Running to the left-hand side is Austin. Austin is back near the original line of scrimmage, possibly. We'll see where they unpile everybody there. Looks to be near the 21-yard line. That would be a gain of 5 on the play. And bring up a third down and 12. So third and 12 from the 21-yard line. 1:10 and counting in the second. Gordon under center. Will they go to the air here? He is back to pass, rolling to his right. Now he'll throw it downfield, and it is up in the air, and it is nearly picked off. It bounced around out there, and the Sakis couldn't bring it in. Neither could the Warriors. It's an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up a fourth down and 12 from the 21. Now if you're Athens, we haven't really seen them try to kick, but the one time they missed the extra point. So you wouldn't think you would see a field goal try here. 58 seconds to play in the half. 28-6 Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard. We will have the Carnes Communication US Cellular halftime show coming up for you with halftime stats and analysis. And still some things to be decided in this first half, though. Will Gordon under center. Lindsay split wide left. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Throws it to the end zone. It is left and incomplete. The receiver had it, but it was knocked down at the last moment. And the Saki defense is able to hold and get a turnover on downs with 50.5 seconds to play in the half. And a man is down in the end zone now with a cramp for Athens. We told you it's still kind of a fairly warm night for week 7 anyway. You do see some fans sporting the flannel and some sweaters, but I think some of that might be wishful thinking of fall being here when it's not quite arrived. First and 10 for the Sakis from their own 21. What do they want to do here? They kick to start the second half as well, so they may want to try to get the ball downfield here. McAllister is in the shotgun. He's looking for a running back, and Elliott will come on late now for Pittsfield. It's trips left, a single receiver to the right-hand side. 50.5 seconds left in the half. The Sakis do have one timeout remaining. And McAllister is back to pass. He is looking downfield, looking for Stout across the middle. Has the catch. Now he fumbles it, and they'll call it an incomplete pass. They will say he was not able to tuck it away. And for Pittsfield, that probably is a break. Because it Could have gone really badly there because Athens was right on that ball. So 2nd and 10 now. 43.8 seconds to play in the half. For Pittsfield, though, you're also wary of giving Athens the ball back too quickly here and giving them a chance to score. McAllister puts a man in motion. He's looking downfield, looking for Stout. Stout misses it again. It hit him in the hands. He was so sure-handed those first 3 or 4 weeks for Pittsfield, and then he's kind of been shut down the last couple of weeks with not very many targets even. And there'll be 3rd and 10 from the 21. 39 seconds to play in the half. So Pittsfield would like to get something going here, but they've not been able to bring it in. 2 wide to either side. Would they possibly just keep it on the ground here and try to keep the clock rolling? Back to pass is McAllister, faking the quick hitter, now throwing downfield, has a man behind the defense, leaping and catching it. On the far side is Palmer, is it not? That is Palmer out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 21 on the play, and a 1st and 10 to the 42. Saki's try to get up and get set. 30 seconds to play in the half. Everybody looks at their wrists. Trips left. Gotta go. 25 seconds from the 42. Back to pass goes McAllister, looking to his right, trying to get to the sideline. It is caught. The man is taken out of bounds, which will stop the clock. That is Palmer, a gain of a yard on the play to the 43. It'll be a 2nd and 9. 16.5 seconds to play in the half. This is a time you got to look for Petty deep. He beat his man downfield earlier. He's being played on the defensive side by one of the best names you're going to hear, Tank Hill. Tank. Back to pass. McAllister fakes again. Now throws it on the little quick hitter, and it is incomplete. They'll say that ball bounced on the ground. Cameron Begard was trying to sell it as an interception, but it's an incomplete pass. Stops the clock with 10.5 seconds to play in the half. 3rd and 9 from their own 43 for Pittsfield. Been a long first half. 10.5 seconds to play. Athens has a safety standing back near their own 37-yard line. They're saying nobody's beating us deep, and now Zach Ferguson wants to burn a time out, and we'll pause as well. 10.5 seconds to play in the half. 28-6. Athens on top. Back after this.
Press Yours On You designs promotional items and create just about anything to showcase your company. Communities celebrate their school spirit and turn to us too for screen printing, embroidery, laser engraving, and more. Press Yours On You, Highway 24, Camp Point.
Did you know that Prairie Land FS doesn't just sell seed? They treat it and box it right here at one of their local facilities, then deliver it to your farm or fields. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
10.5 seconds to play in the half. It's a 28-6 advantage for the Athens Warriors on top of the Pittsfield Sockies. Do want to remind you about Real Met and Twine. They're your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, life-size orangutans. They've got it all at Real Met and Twine. Located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Call 285-5013. So it is 3rd and 9 for the Sockies from their own 43. 10.5 seconds to play for the half. McAllister's back to pass, trying to set up a screen pass. They do have it set up to Yelliott. Yelliott will be taken down inside Athens territory to the 44, but there's not going to be enough time, I wouldn't think. To the 44-yard line, gained 6 on one side, 7 on the other. It's a 13-yard gain, Thomas, on the pass to Yelliott. They had trouble setting the ball, so the Sockies do spike it. There should be some time left on the clock, I would think. Maybe enough time for one play. 13-yard pickup on the pass to Yelliott. And the officials will get together. Athens is exiting the field saying it's halftime. And I think there should be a little time left. They're going to say halftime. So it is halftime. And it's the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular Halftime Show where the Athens Warriors lead the Pittsfield Sockies 28-6. Halftime stats and analysis your way after this.
At US Cellular, we believe you should get more of the latest 5G technology for less of your hard-earned money. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours. Any of our 5G phones with no trade-in or hidden fees. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Come check out America's locally grown wireless at U.S. Cellular. Visit Carnes Communications, a U.S. Cellular authorized agent, located at 224 East Washington Street in Pittsfield.
Tammy Brewer. My husband and I are the owner and operators of Nucci's Bar and Restaurant. At Nucci's, we feature salmon, steaks, burgers, sandwiches, all Italian specialties made from our own recipes. You are guaranteed a high-quality, delicious meal every time you visit. People come from all over to dine in. We have live music on the weekends, which adds to the relaxing environment here. You can check out our Facebook page for our entertainment schedule. We recently opened a second business, Brewed Coffee House and Eatery. There we offer handcrafted beverages like lattes and macchiatos and cappuccinos. And we also specialize in paninis and salads and subs. And we even have ice cream. We're excited to provide another restaurant that serves the needs of our community. Come on down. We look forward to serving you.
Hard work, dedication, integrity. The same way a great athlete demands these things for themselves, so has the Little Jess team for over 50 years. We strive daily to meet our community's automotive needs, whether it's buying a new or pre-owned purchase, finding the right part to get the job done, or getting you back on the road when something goes wrong. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
We welcome you back on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. It is a 28-6 advantage for the Athens Warriors on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. Halftime stats are brought to you in part by Alana Express. Walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every Monday through Saturday on the south side of the square in Pittsfield. Alana Express sees patients ages 18 months and older with no appointment necessary. Learn more about their services by visiting IlliniHospital.org. Well, the Athens Warriors scored first in this contest with 5:50 to play in the first. A 3-yard run by Craig for the touchdown. The extra point attempt was no good, and it was 6-0 Warriors. The Sockies responded with their only score of the half at the 3:27 mark of the first. A 1-yard run by Weston McAllister. The extra point attempt was wide right, and the game was tied at 6. Since that point, Athens has rolled off 22 straight points. They scored at the 3:12 mark of the first. A 90-yard kickoff return by Shanklin. The 2-point try was good, made it 14-6. At the 6:41 mark of the second quarter, an 11-yard run by Begard. The 2-point try no good to make it 20-6. And then after recovering the onside kick, they scored just a minute and 28 seconds later, a 27-yard run by Austin. The 2-point try good that time to give the Warriors a 28-6 advantage at the break. Carnes Communications is your local U.S. Cellular agent, located at the corner of Jackson and Washington Street in Pittsfield. For all of your U.S. Cellular phone needs, call Carnes Communications. Mike Lentz and his staff ready to serve you in Pittsfield. And they are our halftime sponsor, and you can reach them at 217-285-5400. 28-6, the lead for Athens on top of Pittsfield. At the halftime break, Thomas has your halftime stats after this.
If you're near retirement or thinking about retiring, you probably have questions. How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? Your Edward Jones financial advisor, Derek Harris, can help you build a strategy to help your finances keep up with your needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by the office at 1891 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy is your headquarters for quality used vehicles. Shop their 439 North 3rd location Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Check out their inventory of WilliamsAutosalesQuincy.com or call Tony the Truck Guy at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales, 439 North 3rd in Quincy, wishing the Panthers the best of luck this year. Give them a call at 217-223-3325. Williams Auto Sales. Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC has been in business since 1995. Brian Dickut Trucking offers hauling of liquid and dry fertilizer, grain, rock, feed, lime, with local and long-distance hauling. Brian Dickut Trucking is located at 1878 East 2100 Street, Camp Point. Call them at 217-257-8302. That's 257-8302. Long dumps, short dumps, hoppers, and tanks. When you need it hauled, trust the experts at Brian Dickut Trucking, LLC in Camp Point. They deliver. Call Best Systems Builders for all your insulation needs. We are a full-service insulation contractor offering both open and closed cell spray foam, blown cellulose, and fiberglass installation. Best Systems has 2 BPI certified professionals ready to inspect your home or business today. You may qualify for incentives through the American Act on Energy program. Call Scott or Michael at 217-285-6005 for your free estimate, or visit us online at gobestsystems.com and start saving money on your energy bill today. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service is the best local choice. Phone 217-285-2856. They offer all types of HVAC services on all units. B&R can also service commercial refrigeration units, freezers, coolers. B&R Heating and Cooling HVAC service. If you're not, they make you cool. Right now, as we head to winter, get your heating units checked out. 285-2856. B&R Heating and Cooling in Pittsfield.
We welcome you back on the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular Halftime Show. It's 28-6. The Athens Warriors have the advantage over the Pittsfield Sockies, and Thomas has a look at your halftime stats.
On Athens' side of things, they have 10 first downs here in the first half. Shanklin is the leading rusher for them with 81 yards on 10 carries. Austin Camden has 76 yards on 7 carries. Cameron McGard with 36 yards on 5 carries. Will Gordon with 7 yards on a single carry, and Corey Craig with 8 yards on 3 carries. On the receiving side of things, they have 1 pass completed for 11 yards. That was to Brian Lindsay, and that puts Will Gordon at 1 for 7 for the first half. Athens had 5 penalties, resulting in 50 yards. On Pittsfield's side of things, they have 113 total yards of rushing. Yelliott with 38 yards on 8 carries. McAllister with 40 yards on 5 carries. Nate Anderson with 56 yards on 2 carries. Mason Fargo with 2 yards on a single carry. And J.J. Petty with negative 19 yards on a single carry. On the passing side of things, J.J. Petty has 21 yards receiving with 2 catches. Mason Fargo with 14 on a single catch. Ethan Palmer with 34 yards on 3 catches, and Lane Yelliott with 17 yards on 2 catches. Weston McAllister in the first half is 7 of 14 with 79 yards passing, and the Sockies have 6 first downs. The penalty yard side of things, they have 5 penalties resulting in 30 yards.
Well, the Sockies had an opportunity. They were tied at 6, gave up the kickoff return for a touchdown, which, is kind of a killer. But then had another drive that they had at 4th and 7, tried to attempt a field goal, and it just was not a good snap, hold, kick combination of things, and came away with no points. Athens drove the field, ended up scoring, have scored twice more since that point to build this lead out 28-6. And I know if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, Thomas, we'd all have a heck of a day. But, if you think about some of those key moments in this game, I think about a penalty that took you away from being a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6. I think about early in the game, a penalty that took you away from being a 4th and 3 to a 4th and 6. You take away a couple of those things, and I'm not saying Pittsfield has a lead in this game by any stretch, and this Athens team is very, very talented, but I think we'd maybe see the score be a hair closer.
Yeah, I think Pittsfield's really shot themselves in the foot up to this point. They haven't done themselves any favors by any means, and a couple big turning points that onside kick that Athens was able to get was a big turning point, and I think that missing a couple kicks, not completing a 4th down conversion, it just really takes the wind out of your sails if you're Pittsfield, and I think in this half they really kind of have to bounce back if they're going to be competitive in this football game.
Athens on top, 28-6 on the Cards Communication U.S. Cellular Halftime Show. We pause for a break here. We'll take a look at scores from around the area after this.
It's time for the fall banquet for Western Illinois Fellowship of Christian Athletes. It'll be held in Jacksonville on the 17th of October at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we want you to be a table host. It'll be held at Water's Edge Winery in Jacksonville. Featured speaker will be Dan Mears, Kansas City Chiefs mascot, the KC Wolf. He's got a great message for you, and we want you to be there. Tables of 6 or 8 for table hosts are ready now. Go to westernilfca.org for more information. Hope to see you at the banquet on the 17th of October at 4 o'clock at Water's Edge Winery in Jacksonville for Western Illinois FCA. Abney Home Improvement is a family-owned company with Christian values. We have a passion for helping our customers find the best products at a great price. We understand making a large purchase of windows and doors for your home is a big investment. Our mission is to be completely upfront with you. We have built our business on trust and reputation. We depend on our customers to refer us to friends and family for their home improvement needs. Call 573-221-0886. We finish what we start with quality for you. Abney Home Improvements, 100% satisfaction is what we build our business on.
Pikeland Motors, located on the east side of the square in Pittsfield, is the place to go for your next new or used vehicle purchase. Plus, they have great service after the sale. Call Pikeland Motors at 285-2196. And after your trip to Pikeland with that new vehicle, head on down to the Riverbank in Florence. Great steak night every Thursday night. The drinks are cold, the food is hot at the Riverbank in Florence, on the banks of the Illinois River, and sometimes in it. Thanks to Doug Daniel and Riverbank and Pikeland Motors for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy. Griffin Signs in Time is a full-service sign company that can complete any project from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the right direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition to potential customers. Put the right sign in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Quincy, call 217-228-7470. It's time to say Pepsi, please, at your local county market. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market, your best value for delicious drinks to get ready for every game. Stop by your local county market to pick up your favorite Pepsi products today. Stock up for your next family get-together. Refreshment Services Pepsi and County Market for the best price around on all your Pepsi products. You love them and they've got them at County Market. Stop by today and say, Pepsi, please, at your local county market.
Just because your kids are back to school doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your fitness routine. Illini Fitness is now open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whether you're a busy parent, college student, night owl, or early riser, our hours now fit your schedule. Call to find out about our affordable memberships at 285-5635 or learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org/fitness. Illini Fitness, located at 128 West Washington Street in Pittsfield.
We welcome you back on the Carnes Communication USA and their halftime show. A 28-6 advantage for Athens on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. Taking a look at some other scores from around the area. Camp Point Central is defeating Beardstown 44-28 with about 9:30 left in the third quarter of that game. That's a game that we're also bringing you on Central Illinois Sports live on YouTube. Jack and Jason had the call for you there in what's been a back-and-forth battle, and Central's now pulled ahead by a couple of scores. Springfield High is beating Jacksonville with 7:02 to play in the third quarter. Springfield 19, Jacksonville 6. Bowling Green on the other side of the river, they lead at halftime over Louisiana 43-0. Sterling is on top of Rock Island in Western Big Six action 41-21. Quincy High is beating Geneseo 16-0. And United Township has a 22-0 lead on Alleman. Moline is on top of Galesburg in the first quarter of their game 14-0, as their games usually get started just a hair later as they play a lot of the JV games prior. A big score right now in the northern part of the state in 1A. Lena Winslow is trailing Dupec after three quarters, 22-16. Lena Winslow, the heavy favorite to win the Class 1A state championship. So that's a bit of a surprise there. Macomb on top of Lewiston. Well, in fact, they called the game at halftime. 44-0 was the win for Macomb in a half against Lewiston. I'm just trying to scan quickly here to see if there's any more scores to update you on at the moment, and I don't see a ton posted on the Twitter side of things. Galena leads Dakota 14-0 at the end of three. Polo is beating Peoria Heights 50-0 at the end of 3. So that, let's see. Quincy Notre Dame appears to be down 35-0 as they've kind of run into a little bit of a tough part of their schedule. They are losing to Lutheran St. Charles 35-0 in that contest. After a hot start to the season, the Blue Devils, how about the Raiders, have slipped a little bit against some pretty good opponents. Here it's Athens 28, Pittsfield 6. We pause for our final break on the Carnes Communication U.S. Cellular halftime show. Second half play-by-play where Athens will get the ball to start the half. Coming your way after this on Central Illinois Sports.
Welcome to the city of Pittsfield, a great place to call home or a great place to visit as a home away from home. With our many locally owned businesses, great variety of restaurants, historic sites, and recreational opportunities, there's truly something for everyone. While visiting, make sure to check out Lake Pittsfield for great fishing, boating, and camping opportunities, and check out the Disc Golf Course. Mayor Gary Mendenhall and the citizens of Pittsfield are excited to see you on your next visit to Pittsfield, Illinois.
TJ's Truck Service is proud to serve the area with a complete truck hauling service. They offer grain, rock, fertilizer, seed, and liquid fertilizer hauling for you. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated would like to wish the Panthers a safe and successful season and recognize the senior boys and coaching staff for their leadership and hard work. TJ's Truck Service Incorporated for the long haul and the short one too, 217-617-6667. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of the time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. For all your investment needs, call Derek Harris at 217-222-7173 or stop by the office at 1891 Main Street, Quincy. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. For all those hard-working diesel engines and combines, tractors, and trucks, Logan Ag recommends PowerMax Premium Diesel Fuel. Logan Ag PowerMax Diesel is packed with multifunctional additives which help clean the fuel system, extend filter life, add lubricity, and restore horsepower. You might even notice reduced fuel consumption. You get it all in Logan PowerMax Premium Diesel. Logan Ag, serving agriculture since 1962.
Thank you to Carnes Communications, your U.S. Cellular agent in Pittsfield, for being our halftime sponsor. It is a 28-6 advantage for Athens on top of the Pittsfield Sockies here at the halftime break. And Pittsfield got the ball to start the game, so Athens will return the kick to start this second half of play and try to build on this 28-6 advantage. Our game brought to you in part by Trash Queen, serving Pike, Adams, Scott, and Morgan counties with residential, commercial, and roll-off services. They offer 10-yard, 15-yard, and 20-yard roll-off containers. It's Trash Queen, 217-320-4320. And don't forget about our friends at Bowlers Universe. Hey, their leagues are hot right now. Go ahead and check them out. And they've got great specials for you each and every day on the food side of things. Wing Wednesdays, buy one, get one there. Taco Tuesdays. They've got the flatbread pizzas. They've got the horseshoes. They've got it all at Bowlers Universe on the west end of Pittsfield. Come out and enjoy the fun and bring the entire family. Petty has it teed up for the Sockies, ready to start this second half, waiting for the whistle from the official. And there it is. And let's see if he wants to kick this one deep. He will try to onside it, and recovering the onside will be Garen Lucas. Lucas is a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore. Did a nice job to recover the ball there, and it'll allow Athens to start with good field position at their own 47-yard line with 11:59 to play in the third. First and 10 for the Warriors. Up 28-6, and if you're Pittsfield, you got to take a little bit of a chance there, try to get a little momentum to start the second half. But what it does is it gives the Warriors really nice field position, and they don't need a lot of help on that offensive side where they've proven to be a pretty tough outfit. Lindsey is split wide right, the wing tee behind the quarterback Gordon, who will set up under center, takes the snap, hands it to Shanklin running left. He keeps his legs turning. He's not a very wide young man, but man, he runs hard. He's into Socky territory down to the 46-yard line, a gain of 7 yards on the play, and this will bring up a 2nd and 3. into Saki territory. Second down, 3 yards to go here. Just underway in the second half on Central Illinois Sports. Warriors go to the huddle. They bring the play out to the line of scrimmage now. Double wing formation. The quarterback, Gordon, has a little trouble with the snap. He's now going to be drugged down in the backfield for a loss. And will be taken down back near the 49-yard line. Connor Allen in on the sack. Loss of 5 yards on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 8. So really the first time we've seen that kind of issue with the quarterback center exchange, and they're a team that's under center quite a bit. So rare miscue by Athens. 3rd and 8 near midfield. Gordon under center. He is going to pitch it outside to Shanklin. Shanklin looking for running room, turns it upfield. He looks to have the first down, and he does. Down to the 42-yard line. He picked up 9 yards, needed 8 in the 1st and 10 for Athens to the Saki 42. So a fresh set of downs for Athens. Lindsay split wide left. Well, they want to go to the air here on 1st down. Under center is Gordon. He hands the ball off around the left-hand side. That's Austin looking for running room on the left side down the sideline. He is pushed out of bounds, but not before he has a big gain on the play. A pickup down near the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 17 yards on a 1st and 10. Austin picking up some yardage in chunks tonight as he gained 17 on that run. Pretty balanced approach on the rushing side of things for Athens between the 3 backs. Austin is just a sophomore, Begard also just a sophomore. And now we have a penalty as the Sakis jumped off sides as Athens caught the Pittsfield defensive front being a little too over-aggressive, and it'll be 1st and 5 to the 20.
Offsides on the Sakis. The 5-yard penalty be 1st and 5.
So the fullback Shanklin is a senior, but the wings are sophomores, and then we saw Corey Craig, a sophomore, come in at the fullback spot. So you see in a lot of good programs, you just see new names and the same results, and that's what they've gotten rolling here at Athens. Shanklin takes it down to now the 15-yard line. He's very close to the 1st down marker, and he has it, so a 5-yard gain and another 1st down to the 15. 1st and 10. Rolling up some 1st downs now is Athens, their 12th of the night, or 13th. Can't see, Tom. 12th. Under center is the quarterback, Gordon. Hands it off to Shanklin, left side. Will head of steam, takes it down near the 10, just inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 6 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 4 at the 9. Don't take much time, and the line does a nice job to get a good push up front, does this Warrior offensive front, to create a quick hole. And the running backs really do a good job of hitting that hole hard. Lindsay splits wide right. Under center is Gordon, senior quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Shanklin, looking for running room up the middle. Nope, they pulled it out at the last second, and Gordon, or who'd they give it to, Tom? Is that Austin?
I mean, 19.
Well, they had me fooled. They should have given it up to Shanklin. Instead, Austin has it. He takes it to the 10. It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 at the 10 now. 8 minutes, 47 seconds and counting in this 3rd period. On the Trash Queen scoreboard, it's 28-6. Athens looking to add to that lead. Gordon under center. Takes the snap, and now it's a botched snap. Everybody just kind of stops and looks at one another. He picks it up and runs forward and is going to be close to the 1st down. Everybody just stopped and kind of looked at one another there. It was a live ball that was on the ground momentarily. And it's going to be shy of the 1st down marker, it looks like, just inside the 7 and about the, where are they at, Tom? Is it the 6? He gained 3 yards, needed 5. So it's a 4th and about a yard and a half. 7:50 and counting in the third. And now they'll have to call a timeout as the play clock was ticking down. 7:50 to play in the third period. 28-6 Warriors on top. They'll have it fourth and a yard and a half to go when we come back.
Pike Feeds is a locally owned and operated feed mill in Pittsfield. We know and understand the passion you have for your livestock. That's why for the past 30 years, we've served our customers with quality products such as premixes, supplements, and complete feeds for multiple livestock species. Pike Feeds in-house nutritionists will create a nutritional program to ensure maximum performance of your operation. Stop by 1250 West Washington Street, Pittsfield, or call 217-285-5656.
7 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the third period. Athens is going to have the ball fourth and just shy of 2 yards to go from the Saki 6 here. So can pick up a first down before they pick up a touchdown. And I would think they would give it to Shanklin, the fullback, wouldn't you, Tom?
It's been working all night. I wouldn't change too much up.
So fourth and about 2 yards to go here. Gordon will be under center. Shanklin is right behind him at the fullback spot. He takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback Shanklin. He stretches out. He's got the first down to the 2. Gain of 4 on the play, needed 2. Takes it to the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal there for the Warriors. So first and goal at the 2. Clock rolling here at the 7:46 mark of this third period. Athens trying to punch it in and extend on this lead. They've scored 22 unanswered after the game was tied at 6, and it wasn't tied for very long, about 12 seconds. Gonna hand it off to Shanklin. He'll finish off the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run and makes it 34-6 Athens. They will now go for a 2, I would assume. 7:25 to play in the third. Warriors have extended the advantage here. And are going to bring the 2-point try in from the sideline, it appears. Been kind of hit and miss on this. So something they want to work on and perfect as they head down the final stretch of the season. Gordon's under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Shanklin. Right side, he's got it as he leaps over the would-be tackler. And he's in for 2, makes it 36-6. Warriors up by 30 now with 7:25 to play in the third on Central Illinois Sports.
Time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Carls, Nathan Jansen, and Brad Wellman. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Did you know that PCRE Real Estate and Auction now offers a full-service auction alternative? Farmland, residential real estate, commercial real estate, estates, guns, antiques, farm equipment, and commercial equipment are a few examples that the experienced auction team is ready to assist you with. Our team can make the auction experience less stressful and smooth. Check out our next auctions at our new auction location at 500 Piper Lane in Pittsfield, or call 217-430-2985 and speak with Jason Duke to learn more.
7:25 to play in the third. 36-6 the lead for Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Tommy Westervelt ready to boot this one for Athens. And he will kick it deep. Backing up to get it is Petty for the Sakis. Makes one man miss, but won't make another. And he's taken down near the 25-yard line. And that's where Pittsfield will start this drive. First and 10 at their own 25 with 7 minutes, 18 seconds to play in the third. So Pittsfield will try to get something going on the offensive side here. They play at Porta next week and then are home against Williamsville in week number 9. Here they have it 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. McAllister's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Puts Farrago in motion from the left to the right. He is going to hand the ball off to Yelliott. Has a good gain up the middle. Up across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 4. Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper serving Pike County since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you. 2nd and 6 for the, or check that 2nd and 4 for the Sockies from the 31. Now they'll put Stout in motion. And going to pitch it outside to Yelliott. Ooh, he's got a man right on his tail. He does a nice job. Does Laird to bring him down. Back near the 28-yard line. So that's a loss of 3 on the play. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 8. So Laird did a nice job playing that in position. He did not get sealed, strung it out, and made the tackle. And brings up a 3rd and 8 for the Sockies. But just over 6:15 to play in the 3rd. Trips right. Single man to the left. Back to pass is McAllister. Has some pressure. Now he's going to be drugged down in the backfield. Sacked back at the 20-yard line. A loss on the play of 8 yards. And it'll be 4th down and 16. Sockies will have to punt it away. And so that drive did not go anywhere for Pittsfield, and it over very quickly. Got the ball at the 7:18 mark, and they'll punt it away with about 5:30 to play in the 3rd. Back to receive the punt is Connor Brazil, the 6'3", 205-pound senior. Petty will have a little trouble getting this one off. It's an end-over-end kick, takes a Socky bounce, and will continue rolling. It ended up being a pretty good punt. To the 37-yard line is where Athens will get it at their own 37 with 5 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the 3rd. Pike County Concrete, if you need concrete for your next job or project, give Pike County Concrete a call. They have locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville to better serve you. 217-285-5548. So right back on offense is Athens here. They have a 30-point lead and the football with 5:23 to play in the 3rd. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Gordon and company come to the line with a single receiver to the right. Wing T in the backfield. Under center, handed off to Shanklin, left side. He picks up a nice gain on the play. Man, he really puts that head down to finish the run, doesn't he? His knee is down at about the 43. He'll gain 6, brings up a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 here. 4. The squad from Athens. Shanklin, close to over 100 yards? Is he over?
120.
All right, well, that's over, isn't it? He's over 1,000 yards coming in on the season, and he's showing why. The carry on the right-hand side now will come in the hands of Jared Chandler. And Chandler now is going to fumble the ball. Then a penalty flag comes in. He's able to hold on to it, but a flag comes in there. Chandler, Thomas, wearing the number 8. But there's a penalty flag. What is this about? Taken down at the 39-yard line. It would be a loss of 3, but let's see what the play is here. It's going to be a penalty against Pittsfield. It's a face mask. It's a 5-yard penalty. So he lost 2 yards on the run, Tom, but they gain yardage on the penalty, and it'll be 2nd and about 4 from the 45. 4 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the 3rd. Single receiver to the left is Brian Lindsay. Gordon's under center, hands it off to the first back through. That's Shanklin, breaks through, has the 1st down to the Socky 46-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play and another 1st down for the Warriors. So to the Pittsfield 46 for Athens. Another fresh set of downs for this squad, and they just wear you down, looking to break a big play now, I'd say. Might see one of those into rounds. Under center's Gordon. He's going to run it to Austin. On the left-hand side. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Down the sideline. And has the first down. This young man, Camden Austin, has run well tonight. The 5'10 sophomore. And he's finally drugged down near the 33-yard line. A gain of 13 on the play. And another first down. And they are coming in handfuls now for Athens. First and 10 for the 33. Just under 4 minutes to play in the third period. Gordon under center. Calls the line set. Now he fumbles the snap. We've seen this happen several times in the second half. He's going to get positive yardage out of it, though. As Gordon is taken down near the 31-yard line. Gains a couple. Brings up a 2nd and 8. Second down, and they're only going to spot him a gain of a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9 from the 32. .337 and counting in this third period. Single receiver left. Gordon's under center. He'll hand it off to the second back, coming back to the right side. This is Chandler. And Chandler's got a gain near the 20-yard line. So that's a gain of 12 on the play and another first down. So we haven't seen Chandler run it much tonight, but he runs it well there, picks up a first down. And keeps things rolling here for Athens. Lindsay split wide to the right. Gordon will be under center again, the double wing. Takes the snap, pitches it out to Shanklin, looking for running room along the left side. Cuts it upfield. Extra little burst there at the end. He's going to gain 9 yards. Nearly 10. Let's see where they spot the ball. He's close to that first down marker. They're going to mark him down at the 11, so it is a gain of 9. It'll pick up a 2nd and 1 at the 11. Quick to the line is Athens. Gordon takes the snap. Hands it off to Austin, running left, and he's going to have another score. Camden Austin with the touchdown as he gets it on the little inside handoff and takes it 11 yards for the score to make it 42-6 Athens. And the run for the Warriors just keeps on rolling here. So they've extended the lead 42-6 and will go for 2 with 2:24 to play in this third period. So Camp Point Central has taken a 52-28 lead over Beardstown in the third quarter of their game. Now hand the ball to Shanklin, left side, 2-point try, good, to make it 44-6. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the third. Warriors on top of the Sockies. Back after this.
Welcome to Westtown Ford, serving Central and West Central Illinois. When you're shopping for a new vehicle, we believe you need a comfortable ambiance, dynamic selection of vehicles, competitive options for financing, and high-quality service to feel confident and stress-free throughout the car buying process. At Westtown Ford, you will find just that, a great selection of Ford models and a team that will make the process as smooth as possible. Westtown Ford Lincoln in Jacksonville, just 30 minutes away from high prices. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
2:24 to play in the third. 44-6 the lead for Athens on the Trash Queen scoreboard. And Tommy Westervelt is ready to kick this off again. I think that's Caleb Craig now into kick. He's a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore, so a different kicker. And he will kick a little squib across the middle. The Saki up man will pick it up. That's Palmer. He gets popped pretty good. at the 35-yard line. That's where the Sockies will start 1st and 10 at their own 35. Good, hard, clean hit there by the Warriors to cover that kick well.
Kickoff is brought out to the
So 1st and 10 for the Sockies. Breaking the action allows us to tell you about Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. They've got all the concrete lawn ornaments you could ever want. Statues, fountains, outdoor wall hangings. Lots of great items to choose from. Stop by and see Rick and Tracy Real and their staff at Real Net and Twine in Pittsfield. 2:20 to play in the third. 1st and 10 from their own 35. McAllister will hand the ball off to Elliott. Nope, McAllister still got it, doesn't he? On the right side as he pulled it at the last moment. A gain of a yard by the quarterback McAllister to the 36. Brings up a 2nd and 9.
McAllister with the run.
That play was played well by Athens as they had the ball carrier and the quarterback both right in their sights that time. Nobody was going to get too far. 2nd and 9 with just under 2 minutes to play in the third. From their own 36, Weston McAllister will again fake the handoff, keep it himself. A lot of pressure now. He's stood up. They're trying to strip the ball. He is able to keep his paws around it, but he gets back just to the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 9. So 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Saki's back to the line quickly in the no huddle. Body language isn't very good for Pittsfield right now. I know it's 44-6, but never a point where you just start hanging your head. 3 receivers to the left. McAllister is in the shotgun. He takes the snap, a little bit of a slow snap. He's back to pass, keeps his eyes downfield, has Farrago. Farrago's got the 1st down, looking for some running room, and he slides down to the Warrior 47-yard line for a 1st down. So a pickup of 17 yards on the play, Tom, and a 1st and 10 for the Sockies. Nice little route run by Mason Farrago. To the Warrior 47, a minute to play in this third period. Sockies look to the sideline for the play call here.
On the Warriors 47-yard line.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right-hand side. Elliott stands to the right of the quarterback, Weston McAllister. Be one of the final plays of this third period. They'll put Farrago in motion. McAllister's back to pass, rolling right. He's looking for Farrago in the flats. He goes down now. Kind of lost his footing, it appears. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 47. And Pittsfield does not have to run another play here in the third if they don't choose to do so, as the game clock is ahead of the play clock by about 17 seconds. But they are lined up to go here. They'll put a man in motion, and now J.J. Petty takes off on this side. And that's the 2nd time we've seen that happen tonight, so it'll be a 2nd and 15 now on the 5-yard penalty.
The 5-yard penalty.
I'm not so sure it wasn't on the exact same play. They put a man in motion, and Petty kind of took off a little bit early. So back into their own territory now, make it 2nd and 15 from their own 48 for Pittsfield. And they'll wind the clock, and the Sockies will not run a play here to end the third. And after 3 quarters, it's the Athens Warriors 44, the Pittsfield Sockies 6, as you watch high school football live on Central Illinois Sports.
40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Few things compare to Camp Point Central's fans' dedication to the Panthers. The same can be said about Channel and the farmers they serve. You see, unlike other seed companies, they don't have salesmen. With Channel, you get the advantage of a dedicated Channel seedsman, a trusted year-round advisor who can provide the right recommendations for your fields. It's their hands-on approach that truly sets them apart. Customized service, expert advice, elite seed management products. Find your Channel seedsman at channel.com or contact local district sales manager Matt Hughes at 217-242-8852.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Pittsfield has the ball 2nd and 15 from their own 48-yard line. They put Stout in motion right to left. Back to pass is McAllister looking for Palmer and threw it behind him there. It's going to be 3rd and long. So 3rd and 15 from their own 48 for the Sockies. Just underway in the final quarter. We'll be on the road next week with Pittsfield at Porta. And then back here week 9 against Williamsville, the cream of the crop. Third down and 15. Back to pass is McAllister. He's looking deep downfield, and there's nobody home. And the Sockies will be forced to punt.
Pass intended for Palmer, incomplete.
I don't know who wasn't on the right page there, but when it doesn't go right, it looks really bad because there wasn't anybody within about 15 yards of that ball at the end of things. They will have to punt it away. Athens has been close to blocking it a couple of times here. Back deep to receive the punt is Connor Brazil. Petty will stand back at his own 36-yard line to put his boot into this one. Clock stopped with the incompletion. It's a good snap. Petty will put his foot into this one. End over end kick headed toward the sideline. It will bounce out at about the 22 is my guess. Let's see what the referee says. He'll march down to the 20. Where's it going? It's, oh, he's going to mark it at the 18. All right. Oh, say it's at the 18-yard line. That's where Athens will take up 1st and 10, 11:47 to play. And let's see what kind of an offensive unit we see out there for Athens. Up 44-6 with 11:47 to play. Looks like Gordon's coming from the sideline to bring the play in. So it'll be the starting offense on the field here. Under center is Gordon. He takes the snap. He'll hand it off, coming around the left-hand side. I believe that's Begard. It is not. It's Austin. He's taken down near the 19-yard line. Gain of a yard. Brings up a 2nd and 9 from the 19. So up 44-6 with 5 wins already clinched. This will be win number 6. Big game against Maroa next week. I believe I might look and see what the sophomore squad looks like. Instead, Shanklin's going to get a big run here. He'll be taken down out near the 35-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down. Gain on the play of 15 yards. And a 1st and 10. Little breathing room now. Under center is Gordon. He will pitch it now to Shanklin. Running to the right-hand side. Lets the blockers get set up. Now he's upended there at about the 42-yard line. Pick up 7. It'll be a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, 3 yards to go. It's just one of those situations where, God forbid, somebody would get hurt. You'd have to look back and say, well, we were up pretty big. Gordon's under center. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Craig, who's in there at the fullback now. And this young man's got a 1st down out to the 48-yard line. Gain of 6 by young Mr. Craig. That's Corey Craig, the sophomore. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 48 now.
It's a ball to the Warriors' 48-yard line.
Unity Payson has taken the lead over Brown County 26-20 with 5.6 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, and a dandy of a game there. Double wing formation. Gordon is under center. He'll fake the handoff to Craig, bring it around to the wing back. That's Austin, and the Sockies will stop him for a short gain to the 50, a gain of a yard on the play to bring up a 2nd and 9, the ball at the 50-yard line. So Austin could not get out and running in that one, and what a spot they got there. Not much of one, was it? Still equates to about a 1-yard gain. We'll still call it 2nd and 9. Just shy of midfield. Gordon takes the snap, hands it off to Craig, the fullback, staying low to the ground, keeping those legs moving. There's a penalty flag that flies in. Near the 47 is where he's taken down. That would be a gain of 3. And the back judge will tell us that we saw a penalty here against the Sakis, I believe, with the face mask, personal foul face mask. So it'll be a first down, so he picks up the 3 yards, and then they're going to get 15 more. Down to about the 32 is where they'll walk it off to for another fresh set of downs for Athens. So down to the 32-yard line go the Warriors with just under 9 minutes to play in this contest.
31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Lindsey splits wide left. Gordon will set up under center. He'll take the snap, hand it off on the end around play, running to the right side. This is Begard. Begard is tripped up, taken down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Gain of 4. Let's bring up a 2nd down. And now we see a man down and hurt. And it's Begard. 8:36 to play, 44-6. Athens on top. We'll check out the injury and be back after this.
Coffee and Soda Shop features all of your favorite specialty espresso drinks. Enjoy over 50 fabulous flavors of Lotus and try the new Soda Mixology with exciting flavor combinations added to your favorite Pepsi product. Come see us at the Cottage Coffee and Soda Shop today. The Rustic Market is a small town treasure. Come discover unique gifts, home decor, and a variety of specialty foods. Find fun clothes from size small to 3X and a personal stylist to outfit you from head to toe. And new merchandise weekly. Explore the Rustic Market today.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a lower extremity injury. We're not sure if it's an ankle or a knee, but he kind of hip-hopped off the field. Did young Mr. Begard. After gaining 4, it's 2nd and 6. The ball is at the Saki 28-yard line here. So 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Gordon, the quarterback, under center. Barks out the signals, hands off on the right-hand side. This is Chandler looking for running room. Chandler looks like he has the 1st down as he's taken down right at the 25-yard line. The 20-yard line, an 8-yard gain, and a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. He went out of bounds, but they're going to say run the clock. Dinner date and all, you know. Athens marching toward another score here, leading 44-6 on the Trash Queen scoreboard. Gordon barks out the signals, takes the snap, hands it off, now trying to get on the outside here is Austin. And he's shoved out of bounds near the 12. Gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2 from the 12-yard line. Austin's really racked up some yards on the night.
126 yards on 14 carries.
So 2 120-plus yard ball carriers for Athens. And pretty easy to see how you can get a 44-6 lead with just under 8 minutes to play. Gordon checks the line, calls him set, takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback. No, he gets it to Chandler, looking for a running room. There's a hold, so Chandler now is sniped out there by the 7-yard line, and it's going to come back because of a hold at about the 11-yard line. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Back it up to about the 21. And so instead of a 2nd and 2, it's going to be about a 2nd and 9, I believe. Or no, 2nd and 11 even. So 2nd and 11 for the Warriors from the 21. Gordon takes the snap. He'll be back to pass, looking downfield. Throws it, and it's incomplete. It'll bring up a 3rd and 11 now on the incomplete pass. Stops the clock as well with 7:25 to play in this one. Athens looking for that running clock if they can get it. 2 points away from it. Gordon again under center. He will hand the ball off to Chandler on the right side. Big hole. He is going to be taken down short of the first down marker, however, near the 14-yard line, a gain of 7. And it'll bring up a 4th down here. We'll give him an 8-yard gain, Tom, as they mark him down to the 13. So it's 4th and 4.
4th and 4 for the Warriors.
4th and 4 from the 13-yard line for Athens. They'll, of course, go for it here. Chandler scans the defense, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to the second back. That's Chandler. And he is down. It's close to that marker. I believe he has it. He's got it near the 10, which would be a gain of 3, needed 4. Now they'll take the ball and sit it at the 9 so they don't have to bring the sticks out, and they'll call it a 1st and goal from the 9. So give them a gain of 4.
Ball's on the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal to go.
So 1st and goal, you got to call it the 9 because it was 4th and 4 from the 13. So if they're at the 10, I don't know how that would be enough for a 1st down. Craig keeps the ball running right now. He ran through a couple arm tackles, and he gets in for a score. Good hard run by that young man, Corey Craig. 5'9", 195-pound sophomore. He takes it in to make it 50-6 Warriors. And they'll go for the 2-point try, it appears. Under center is the quarterback, Gordon. Takes a snap, hands it off again to Craig. Craig looking for the 2-point try, and he's got it. And that kid looks like he could be a load as he continues to grow and develop. 52-6, the lead for the Warriors. That'll run the clock with 6:29 to play in the contest. Back after this on Central Illinois Sports.
At Lanham Chiropractic, their mission is to ensure that they guide each patient to the possibility and enjoyment of a healthier you. Dr. Chris Lanham works together with each patient to identify the cause of the chiropractic issue and address it through chiropractic care, proper nutrition, and natural supplements, all while utilizing honest and trusting communication. If you're looking for a hands-on chiropractor who's proud to call this area home, call Dr. Chris Lanham at Lanham Chiropractic in Pittsfield at 217-285-6300.
Illini Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
.6:29 to play. 52-6, the lead for Athens on top of the Sakis, so that'll put a running clock into play here. So it only stopped for timeouts, touchdowns, and injuries. Caleb Craig. Bet you he and Corey are twins, you want to bet? Caleb's 5'10", 200 pounds, and a sophomore as well. And he's a lineman. So Corey is 195 pounds, and he gets to be fullback. But Caleb, man, he put on those extra 5. They said, you go play line. Here's Ballinger trying for a run back here, and he'll get out to the 45-yard line for the Sakis. Nice return by Marco Ballinger to the 45. And now we have a whistle, and Pittsfield will call a timeout to stop the clock. 6:21 to play, 52-6 advantage for Athens on top of the Sakis. Back after this.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build.
6:21 to play in the contest. 52-6 advantage for the Athens Warriors. They're going to move to a 6-1 on the season. We told you they've got 2 tough games left. Maroa next week, who we've seen, and they are very, very good. And North Mac, who I think is underrated right now. They got off to a rough start. They lost to Riverton, but were missing several starters and lost in a pretty close game. And then they had to forfeit a week 2 game. So, you see those 2 losses on the schedule. Really 1 loss, though. And then, of course, they fell against Williamsville last week. I believe their 1 forfeit game was Maroa, so probably a game they were going to fall in anyway. But I think they and Athens match up very, very well. That could be a really fun game come week 9. Pittsfield has their second team offense in. Petty hands the ball off to Anderson. Anderson's going to take it up to the 50-yard line for a gain of 5. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 50. So Javen Petty, the sophomore in at quarterback for Pittsfield. He and J.J. Petty, the kicker receiver, are cousins. Second and 5 from the 50 for the Sakis. 2 men to the right, 2 to the left. Petty takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Anderson. He'll be taken down to the backfield as that play had not much chance of success. Loses back to the 47-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play and brings up a 3rd and 8. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. That clock ticking down here in the 4th quarter. These 2 teams will play sophomore action on Monday. I'll be interested to see what type of a lineup Athens puts out there on the sophomore side, because they play several sophomores. Their 2 wingbacks are sophomores at the start. Now Petty looking for running room, and he didn't have much place to go. He's going to be taken down after a 2-yard gain up to the 49, and it'll be 4th down for the Sakis. I would think they would bring the punt team on to kick it away here. And they will. It's 4th and 6. They're trying to see if they have the right personnel on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, they got them all there. The gang's all here. Carson Muller is back to receive the punt. Standing back at about his own 18. Petty will put his foot into this one. It's headed toward the sideline and will go out of bounds near the 20. They'll mark it, though, at the 23. And that's where Athens will start 1st and 10 from their own 23. And the change of possession will take some time off the clock, as that is a rolling here. Trying to find an update on that Brown County and Unity game. It was tight. So Brown County had to punt it away. Unity took over on their own 10. Pittsfield calls a timeout to pause the clock momentarily. 3:57 to play in this contest. 52-6. Athens on top. Back after this.
In 2021, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
3:57 to play in this contest. Williamsville has beaten Pleasant Plains 75-7 to move to 6-1 on the year. They travel to New Berlin next week and then are on the road at Pittsfield in week 9. And Tom, that's 3
very winnable games.
Well, pretty lopsided, most likely, scores for Williamsville headed into the postseason. And I mean, you're just trying to keep people healthy, I guess. But man, you have to kind of turn it back on then when that postseason starts. Although you'll likely play a 5-4 or possibly 4-5. I think there will be a couple, at least 4-5 teams make the playoffs this year because of how screwed up things have gotten with the number of forfeits and such that have taken place. You'll see some actual 4-5 teams make the playoffs in at-large bids. Who do we see at quarterback? I believe that's Tank Hill. Is it not number 2? No, it's not. It's Drew Cushman. He's a 6-foot sophomore. And he'll hand the ball off to Corey Craig, but there is a penalty flag back at the 25, and that'll be a hold. So that'll move him back to the 16-yard line. Luke Archer, the freshman, was in on that stop for the Sockies. First time we've seen him on the varsity field.
Brings the ball back to the 15-yard line.
It's first and about 18 now from the 16. Under center is Cushman, the quarterback. He'll hand it off on the end-around play. Again, Archer in on the stop. Ball carrier was Chandler. He's taken down at the 19-yard line, a gain of 3. Brings up a second down and 15. 3:07 and counting in this contest.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Ball is at the 19-yard line.
Second and 16.
Both teams have some second group members in the game right here. Cushman, the second string quarterback, the sophomore, takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback. This is Corey Craig, and he's going to be taken down at near the 27, it appears. That's a gain of 8 on the play. And should bring up a 3rd and 6. And I like the way this young man runs. He looks like one of those kids that could develop into a fullback who could be an absolute load. Because you know he's going to put on muscle. They've got a good program here at Athens. They really do a nice job of building kids up. Don't have quite the numbers we've seen them have the last couple of years. In fact, about 40 kids, freshman to senior, on the roster. Single receiver wide right. Cushman will set up under center for the Warriors. Takes the snap, hands it off again to the fullback Craig, and he'll get the first down as he takes it up near the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play and a 1st and 10. He's had pretty good yardage, as Craig, already.
Brings the ball out to the Warriors 36.
In limited playing time.
43 yards on 8 carries. Not too bad.
Yeah. You should see him, I bet you'll see him Monday night. Run the ball quite a bit in a fresh South action. And now Athens can kneel it out. And they will as Cushman takes the knee. Clock counting down here. They'll have to do that one more time. And this one will be in the books. And we'll head to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show. Illini getting ready to celebrate their 80th year of serving the community with high-quality medical care close to home. Coming up in January of next year. And proud to be serving the community is Illini Community Hospital. They're our sponsor of the post-game show, and we're about a kneel down away from bringing that to you with some final stats. Cushman takes a snap, he'll kneel it out. The final 35 ticks will run out the clock. The Athens Warriors beat the Pittsfield Sockies 52-6. Sockies drop to 3-4. Athens improves to 6-1. And we take you to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show on Central Illinois Sports.
Community Hospital is committed to providing high-quality specialty care close to home. We are pleased to welcome Dr. William Severino, urologist, and Dr. Mark Mount, ear, nose, and throat physician, to the consulting physician clinic team at the Castile Center. Specialty care is also provided for orthopedics, cardiology, podiatry, obstetrics, oncology, and more. Learn more by visiting IlliniHospital.org or call 217-285-2113, extension 3950 to schedule an appointment.
Together, we build. It's more than just a tagline at John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. It's our way of life. Our team is committed to building high-quality, custom-built commercial and residential facilities to fit the needs of your family or business. From design, new construction, renovation, and repairs, we have the expertise to turn your project into reality. Call us for a free quote at 217-248-6196. That's 248-6196. Or check us out on Facebook. John Petty & Sons Custom Builders. Together, we build. PCRE Real Estate and Auction is your #1 resource for buying or selling real estate in West Central Illinois. With 2 office locations, one in Pike County and the other in Calhoun County, PCRE Real Estate and Auction is the place to go when you're looking to buy or sell farmland, recreational and hunting land, residential or commercial property. See our current listings at PCRERealestate.com or call us at 217-285-5800 for PCRE Real Estate and Auction.
Helena Agra of Camp Point, Illinois is a proud sponsor of the broadcast of Camp Point Central football. For all your seed, fertilizer, and ag chemical needs, the experts at Helena Agra, Brian Obert, Dustin Roskamp, are the guys to call. Let them show you the best seed, fertilizer, and ag chemicals to make your farming operation a success. Call 217-593-7761. That's 217-593-7761 for Helena Agra. Helena Agra says, go Panthers!
Back on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show, Athens beats Pittsfield in this one 52-6. And a game that actually in the first quarter was tied at 6 points apiece for about 12 seconds. Athens ran the next kickoff back and never looked back in this one. They moved to 6-1 on the season. The Sakis dropped to 3-4. They're on the road at Porta next week in a game they should be favored in, but still can't get too cocky in that one, as that's how you get a team that comes up and bites you before they finish out the season week 9 here at home against Williamsville. Thomas has a look at some final stats in the Illini Community Hospital postgame show.
Athens ended the night with 23 total first downs. Their leading rusher was Shanklin with 21 carries for 160 yards. Austin Camden had 126 yards on 14 carries. Begard with 40 yards on 6 carries. Gordon with 6 yards on 4 carries. Craig with 43 yards on 8 carries. Chandler with 33 yards on 6 carries. And Cushman with -2 yards on 2 carries. On the receiving side of things, they had 1 catch for 11 yards. That was Brian Lindsay. And on the passing side of things, they were 1 for 7. Was Gordon Will for 11 total yards. And 65 total yards of penalties on 7 penalties for Athens. On Pittsfield's side of things, they had 7 first downs. Elliott had 41 yards rushing with 10 carries. McAllister with 33 yards with 8 carries. Nate Anderson with 48 yards on 4 carries. Mason Fargo with 2 yards on a single carry. J.J. Petty with -19 yards on a single carry. And Javen Petty with 2 yards on 1 carry. On the receiving side of things, J.J. Petty had 2 receptions for 21 yards. Mason Fargo had 31 yards on 3 receptions. Ethan Palmer with 34 yards on 3 receptions. And Lane Yellett with 17 yards on 2 receptions. On the passing side of things, McAllister ended the night 9 for 18 with 96 yards. And Pittsfield ended the night with 9 penalties for 60 total yards.
Just that rushing attack too much for the Sakis tonight, and they fall on this one 52-6. Time to name our player of the game. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And I think young Mr. Austin is your player of the game in this one, Tom. He really made some things happen, getting outside a couple of times and rushing for over 120 yards. He's going to be our player of the game tonight. Nice job by that young sophomore. Athens improves to 6-1. The Sakis drop to 3-4, and we bid you farewell from Glenn C. Smith Field, the home of the Pittsfield Sakis, where the Warriors win this one 52-6. Again, we invite you to join us next week at Petersburg Porta, high atop the press box, and we hope it's as warm as it is this week because it gets pretty chilly out there, if not. And we'll have the game for you here on Central Illinois Sports. For Thomas Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. It's another Central Illinois Sports